Good afternoon, Mania fans. How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining us on a very special play-by-play here on NY Mania, which Evan, our co-host of mine in the morning, will be doing. And we have the New York Mets against the Washington Nationals, and it's going to start in a couple of minutes. Before I hand over everything to Evan, I just want to make sure, please, everybody enjoy. Show your love and support to Evan and the channel. Press the like button, subscribe, and also, of course, if you have any comments, we will talk about everything and all of that. So we are just about set for the play-by-play, the action, which will start in a couple of minutes. And again, thank you. And also look at the notes that we did put up. Evan broke that the Yankees signed Paul Blackburn, ex-Met pitcher who hasn't been pitching well, but maybe Matt Blake can stir some magic with him. And also, The Athletic is reporting under no circumstances are the Yankees going to change their minds on Anthony Volpe. Anthony Volpe will definitely be the starting shortstop. So with that in mind, everyone, let's bring our play-by-play man. We'll give you the lineups and get ready for the first pitch. And thank you, and we will see you in a few minutes. Hi, Evan. Hey, Mr. Haircut. How you doing?
I did get a haircut today. Yep.
Oh, awesome. Yes. Well, take it away, Evan, with the lineups and the play-by-play, and it's all yours.
All right. Thanks, Joe. What's going on, chat? How are we doing today? We're here for a little bit of a Mets baseball game against the Nationals this afternoon. Starting out for the Mets, their lineup, batting first, playing shortstop is Francisco Lindor. Batting second, playing right field is Juan Soto. Batting third, DHing is Starling Marte. Batting fourth, playing first base is Pete Alonso. Batting fifth, playing third base is Mark Vientos. Batting sixth, playing second base is Brett Baty. Batting seventh, playing left field is Tyrone Taylor. Batting eighth, playing center field is Cedric Mullins. And batting ninth, doing the catching for the Mets today is Hayden Sanger. And then we will go to the Washington Nationals. Their starting lineup. Batting first, DHing is James Wood. Batting second, playing shortstop, CJ Abrams. Batting third, playing second base is Paul DeJong. Batting fourth, playing first base, Andres Chaparro. Batting fifth, doing the catching for the Nationals, Riley Adams. Batting sixth, playing right field, Dylan Cruz. Batting seventh, playing left field, Dalen Lyle. Batting eighth, playing third base is Brady House. Batting ninth, and playing center field for the Nationals is Jacob Young. On the mound for the Mets will be Sean Manaea. And on the mound for the Nationals will be Mackenzie Gore. Well, what's going on, everyone in the chat? Let's say hello to you guys. What's going on, John K? What's going on, Sco? What's going on, Mr. Met? Jason, what's up? What's going on, Katie? Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well on this beautiful afternoon as we are almost underway here for the Mets and Nationals game to start. The Mets won the first game of the series, and the Nationals took the second game last night, so we will have a rubber match in this one. We'll see who comes out on top. It's really a pivotal game for the Mets to win. They can't really afford to lose any of these games, especially to a team like the Nationals. They're in the wild card spot right now, third wild card, one game above the Cincinnati Reds, so they really can't afford to drop any other games as the Reds are looking to get into that third wild card spot. Taking the mound right now for the Washington Nationals is Mackenzie Gore. He's appeared in 25 games this year. He's 5-12 with a 4.04 ERA, 138 innings pitched, 165 strikeouts. Mackenzie Gore, he was an all-star this year. However, in May and June, he was doing really, really well. He had a 2.63 ERA in May and a 2.93 ERA in June. However, July and August, ever since then, he's struggled. Ever since after that All-Star break, he's struggled. 6.75 ERA in July and a 6 ERA flat in August. So here we are, Mets and the Nationals underway here in Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Leading off for the Mets will be Francisco Lindor as he takes the first pitch a little bit low. The count is 1-0. 1-0 here on Lindor. Here comes the pitch from Mackenzie Gore. As that pitch is a little bit low again, the count is now 2-0. What's up, Jake? Pretty disappointed in the Yankees lineup tonight, sitting the guys who have the best averages against Giolito. Yeah, I understand. Here comes the 2-0 pitch as that one is lifted deep in the air left field, going back, and that one is gone. Leadoff home run for Francisco Lindor puts the Mets on the board early here. 1-0 Mets lead. Lindor's 25th home run on the season. That will increase his batting average from 258 to about 260 on the year. He's done really well since the past week. This past week, I think he has over a 500 average, so that's really good for him. Back in the leadoff spot and doing what he's been doing his whole career. Batting second for the Mets is Juan Soto. The first pitch from Gore is in there for a called strike, 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Soto hitting .249 on the season. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Mackenzie Gore to Soto. Soto shows bunt. Did he check his swing? Yep. No, he did not check his swing, so the count is now 0-2. Let me see what the Yankees lineup looks like today, guys. The Yankees signed Paul Blackburn, as Joe mentioned before, which, I'm not a huge fan of, but we'll see how it works out. The 0-2 pitch from Gore is fouled away. The count remains 0-2. Yeah, Paul Blackburn, he was a starter for the Mets last season. He didn't do too well. And this year, he was injured, but then he came back. He made a start for the Mets. He was really good, but they moved him to the bullpen. And ever since then, he kind of struggled a little bit. Well, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And Soto swings and misses for strike 3. And there was one out here in the first. That will bring up the Mets DH, Starling Marte, hitting .280 on the year. Good curveball there. Or a good slider there from Gore. It runs right over the middle of the plate, but it fools Soto, gets him swinging on that off speed. Here's Starling Marte. The first pitch to him is a called strike, 81-mile-per-hour slider. Joe, Yankees lineups. The lineup did come out for the Yankees.
Okay, we'll do that at the. I'll give that at the bottom half of the inning.
All right. And the pitch from Mackenzie Gore to Marte is fouled away. The count is 0-2. So 2 straight 0-2 counts from Mackenzie Gore, looking to strike out his second batter of the game. Here comes the pitch as Marte swings and misses at a downstairs slider, and Gore gets the second strikeout of the day.
That was a fast start with Lindor. My God.
Yeah. He's been hitting like over 500 in the past week, so he's been doing well. What's up, Jose? Hey, SGA. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Mets, first baseman Pete Alonso. He takes that one in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Alonso versus Mackenzie Gore is hitting .111 with a home run, 3 RBIs, a couple of strikeouts. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, as that one is outside, and the count is 2-0. Yeah, Jose, no Yankees hat right now, and we're calling a Mets game, but definitely later on during the post-game show. Yeah, SGA. Hopefully we do sweep the Red Sox. That'll be very nice. And the pitch to Alonso, that one is low. The count is 3-0. So it looks like Gore wants no part of the polar bear in this at-bat. Here comes the 3-0 pitch, as that one is right down the middle. It's 3-1. Let's go Yankees, Bryce. Big series coming up for us starting tonight. Need to make a statement. Here comes the 3-1 pitch from Gore, as that one looked like it was low, but the umpire called it a strike. Count is 3-2. SGA, your best friend is a Red Sox fan. If the Yankees sweep the Red Sox, he's not going to be very happy. Yeah, well, hopefully your friend isn't very happy by the end of the series. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. As that one is called, strike 3 on Alonso. 3 sliders, 3 strikeouts for Gore. As he strikes out the side, but Lindor hits a solo home run. Mets lead 1-0. We'll go to the bottom of the first.
All right, everyone. The Yankee lineup, as put out a few minutes ago. Trent Grisham will lead off and play center field. Aaron Judge will be our DH. Cody Bellinger will be in left field. Giancarlo Stanton, Mr. Clutch, will be in right field. Ben Rice will be the catching duties tonight. Chaz Chisholm will be at second base. Paul G will be at first base. Ryan McMahon will be at third base. And the best spot for Anthony Volpe, batting ninth. That is your lineup. I like that lineup. I think it has muscle. I think it has speed. I would have liked to have seen Dominguez in there, but can't have everything. But we have a very, very solid bench, and that's what counts. And I'd like to see the corresponding move for Blackburn, what they're going to do.
I think it was Alan Winans. He was.
Alan Winans went down? Okay, so there you go. How you doing, Bryce? Jake, how's everything? Donnie Clark, how are you? Met fans, please tell all your friends and all that we are doing the game. And this is our Thursday game of the week. And it is brought to you by Alpha Sports. Alpha Sports at 6202 20th Avenue in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. Thank you, Alpha, for that.
Yep. Thank you to our sponsor. Like and subscribe to the channel, guys. We're doing these play-by-plays for you. Whatever you guys want to see. You want to see the Mets, the Blue Jays, the Pirates, the Red Sox, even the Rockies, let us know. We'll do the games for you. On the mound for the New York Mets today will be Sean Manaea. He's appeared in 7 games this year after dealing with an injury to start out the season. He's 1-1 with a 4.78 ERA, 32 innings pitched, 37 strikeouts. Well, here is the leadoff hitter for the Nationals, James Wood. After the 0-1 count, Manaea deals, and that one is fouled away by Wood. Count is 0-2. Interesting because the Nationals had C.J. Abrams leading off for most of the year, but ever since Miguel Cairo has taken over, they have put Wood at the leadoff spot as Manaea gets a first leadoff strikeout right there, 1 for the Nationals. Good slider right there from Manaea to get that strikeout.
Hey, Jake, Giolito is a righty. He's not a lefty.
Yep. Here is the Nationals' second hitter, C.J. Abrams, hitting .267. In my opinion, they should have kept him at leadoff. He was doing well. Here's the pitch, as that one is lifted in the air to left field. Going back is Taylor, but he makes the catch. There's 2 away. Quick 2 outs here in the first inning. Giolito is a righty, Jake. He's a righty. What's up, Ultra Cowboy?
Yeah, Cowboy. Ed Kranepool is my favorite Met. Always.
Yeah, they have Keith Hernandez in the booth calling games for them, so that's cool. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Manaea, and that one's outside. The count is 1-1. Here is Paul DeJong for the Washington Nationals, their second baseman, hitting .254. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and that one is in there for a called strike. Count is 1-2. Bryce, yeah, we wish we were calling it, but we got to show respect to our guy Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth. He does a great job doing the play-by-plays for the Yankees, so go subscribe to Yankees The Ugly Truth, brought to you by Ken. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and that is a called strike 3 on Paul DeJong. So Manaea has a very easy first inning. We'll go to the second inning. The Mets lead the Nationals 1-0.
SGA, there is no pregame show for the Yankees tonight. We'll have a postgame, and I will keep abreast about adding people on tonight. So hang in there. But there's no pregame show tonight. By the time this is over, the Yankee game is about to start. Thanks, Bryce. But Ken is very, very good at what he does, and he's nice enough to agree, let us do certain Yankee games, especially on Wednesdays, and we respect him very much.
Yep.
But we will be doing a lot of other teams that are worthwhile to the Yankees. This was the game we picked. Some Met fans have asked us to again do the Met game. They were happy with Sunday night's game, so we decided to do that. And believe me, it's anybody that's very, very important. That's the games we're going to be doing. Plus, they're sponsored by a sponsor, so we've got to go with what he likes to, what they like too. Celia, how you doing?
Hey, Celia. Yeah, I see what you guys are saying with the matchups. Rosario is hitting 412 against Giolito in 17 at bats with a 941 OPS. So that could have been nice, but the Yankees are the Yankees, and they only like to use these guys against lefties unless Caballero was he was playing against the Rays, of course, because they were his former team. But we know the Yankees are kind of stubborn like that. They don't like to change much. Well, here is the leadoff hitter for the Mets in the second inning, Mark Vientos. Vientos hitting 232 on the season, not having as good of a year as he would like. Had a great rookie year last year with the Mets. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that one is low. Count is 1-1. Gore using his slider a lot early on. Mets games are broadcasted on Nickelodeon. I don't know if that's a joke or not, but yeah. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Ultra Cowboy. That one's lined into left field for a base hit from Vientos. So he's been on a good hitting streak recently, ever since that Little League Classic game on Sunday. I would have liked to see Dominguez in the lineup tonight against the righty, but it's just hard when Stanton is playing the outfield and when he's going well like this. Here comes Brett Beatty for the Mets. Their sixth hitter, hitting 241. Pitches low, and the count is 1-0. Yeah, I mean, they rested Stanton yesterday because they wanted to play him all 4 games in this series, even though he did come off the bench last night to give us a big home run. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Gore to Beatty, and that one's a called strike. Count is 1-1. Ultra Cowboy, you hate the Mets? What's there to hate about them? I mean, I know we're Yankee fans, but
You should hate the Red Sox more.
yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Here comes the pitch, as that one is a called strike, and the count is 1-2 on Beatty. Boone is saying Stanton won't be playing tomorrow. Boone. Why does this guy lie to us? What do we do to him? Oh, come on.
Let's see what they have in mind before we jump the gun.
I mean, I guess he's doing better as a pinch hitter, but you need that consistency in the lineup, especially when he's playing really well. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Nine subs away from 400, guys. Yep. Subscribe and like. Cost you nothing to subscribe to the channel, so we would appreciate it very much. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, as that one looked like it could have been a called strike 3. The ump doesn't give it to Gore, and the count runs full now, 3-2. Wow. Close pitch. On deck for the Mets is Tyrone Taylor, their left fielder. Here comes the 3-2 pitch from Gore. And Beatty swings and misses at a slider as Gore has his 4th strikeout of the game. All of them on sliders. Boone gives fans bubble guts. Yeah. Definitely blows that bubble gum like it's his job. Here comes the Mets left fielder Tyrone Taylor up to bat. First pitch from Gore is a called strike. Count is 0-1. Tyrone Taylor hitting 200 on the season. Ever since they got Cedric Mullins, they've kind of turned away from Taylor a little bit, but giving him the start today. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, as that is a swing and a miss by Taylor on a slider. Count is 0-2.
So bad.
Well, Tyrone Taylor will be in place of Brandon Nimmo today because Nimmo is dealing with a stiff neck. So resting Nimmo today, putting Taylor in left field. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and that one is high and away. Count is 1-2. SGA, you're at 438. Very nice. Get to 500. Almost there. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Gore. As that is a ground ball foul outside of third. Count will remain 1-2. Joe, you got a question from Mr. Met.
Joe, what's the take on? All right, I'll after this pitch.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Mackenzie Gore. Taylor hits that one in the air to center field. Going back is the right fielder to make the catch. That is Dylan Cruz there in right field. Looked like the ball was hit fairly deep center, but looked like the wind may have carried that one over into right. So there are 2 away here, and that will bring up Cedric Mullins. Cedric Mullins starting out with the Orioles. Beginning of the year, traded to the Mets during the trade deadline. Only hitting .224 on the season. Here comes the pitch, and that one just misses the outside corner. The count is 1-0. It seems like everything is being partnered with ESPN these days. I think they just announced that ESPN will be having some of more out-of-market games, which is just more money for them, guys. I mean, they obviously believe in a capitalism approach, so hey, good for them. I think they moved NFL Red Zone to ESPN too, so it just gives them more money too. So it is what it is, guys. Can't do anything about it. Count is now 1-1. Cedric Mullins. Here comes the pitch to Mullins, and that one is high. And now the count is, my bad. Count is now 2-2. Deuce, as Ken would say.
Everybody in the chat, I will address a few of your questions at the end of the inning. While the play-by-play is on, we let Evan do his play-by-play. I'll be more than happy in between innings.
Thank you, Joe. Count is fouled. The pitch is fouled away by Mullins. Count remains 2-2. Gore at 35 pitches here in the second inning. 1-0 Mets lead. Runner on first. 2 outs. Here comes the pitch from the lefty Gore. And Mullins fouls that slider away. Count remains 2-2. As you see, Carlos Mendoza clap his hands with enthusiasm. Mets bench coach also John Gibbons, former Blue Jays manager. Here comes the 2-2 and that one's fouled away. Count remains 2-2.
Looking ahead, the Mets are playing the Braves that have a 457 winning percentage,
Oh, wow.
but they did take a lot from the Mets.
Yeah, it seems like the Braves own the Mets, especially in Atlanta. I was there for that series that they played in Atlanta in June, and the Braves swept that series. Here comes the pitch, as that one is low. So good at bat here by Cedric Mullins as he works the count full 3-2. Runner will most likely be off first. 2 outs. Here comes the pitch from Gore. And Mullins takes that slider low and away. And that is a 2-out walk for the Mets. Runners on first and second. Taylor on second, Mullins on first. That will bring up the Mets 9-hitter, Hayden Sanger. Hayden Sanger only a 174 average, but he's only appeared in 21 games this year. Francisco Alvarez recently going on the IL, plus the Mets giving Luis Torrens a day off. So Hayden Sanger will make the start today for the Mets at catcher. Here comes the pitch from Mackenzie Gore. Swing and a miss by Sanger. The count is 0-1. You probably should expect Gore to attack Sanger with fastballs here. Maybe mix in a slider here and there, but guys hitting 174 probably should just attack him with some fastballs. Here comes the pitch to Sanger, and that one is fouled away. Count is 0-2. Yep, Katie, tonight's game is on Fox. It seems like whenever the Yankees play the Red Sox, they have one game on Fox, a game on Prime, a game on Apple TV, a game on ESPN. It's crazy. Just have the games on Yes. We all want to see those games. Here comes the 0-2 pitch as Sanger goes down swinging on a slider. Mackenzie Gore, 5 strikeouts, all of them on sliders. And that will bring us to the bottom of the second inning.
And the score is 1-0 Mets.
Yep, 1-0 Mets.
Okay, everyone in the chat. Let's see. So what am I gonna? Mr. Met, the WWE package. Well, if you have Spectrum, or depending on you got to find out from your cable company. If you have any of the 3 levels, you'll get that for free, and that's the nice part of it. So if you have Spectrum, I know for a fact that's going to be free. If you have Optimum or whatever you have to call the cable company and find out what they're doing. And if they're not doing it, request that, because there's no reason why you shouldn't be paying that, especially if you're paying a cable package. Bryce, Joe, I need to hear predictions. Oh, you feel like betting? I'm not going to give it to you for betting purposes, but I will go on it. Well, first of all, it will go with the other question. Do you think that the Yankees are going to be sluggish? No, I don't. It's not. It definitely is not a long trip, where they were. So I wasn't concerned at all. Don't worry about that. They're going to be fine. Mr. Met, if you have Optimum, I would call them and find out exactly what they're going to do with that. They should be able to give you that for free. You should not pay $29.99 for it. As far as the Yankees go, I think they're going to be ready for this game. They want to make a statement to the Red Sox. So I really believe that the Yanks will come out supreme tonight. Take it away here in the bottom of inning number 2.
Yep. Bottom of the second inning here. The Mets lead the Nationals 1-0. Leading off for the Nationals in this inning will be Andre Chaparro, their first baseman. Chaparro, he was in the Yankees system. They signed him as an international free agent. Then he got traded to the Diamondbacks. He was traded for Dylan Floro, so that he went to the Nationals for Dylan Floro. So now he is playing pretty consistently as their season continues to falter a little bit down the stretch. Count is now 1-2 on Chaparro as he fouls that one away. Manaea looking to have another efficient inning. Manaea about to deal the 1-2 as that is a swing and a miss. Looks like that hit Chaparro on the back foot, but it doesn't matter, as the first out is recorded here. It's in the second inning. 3 strikeouts on the day for Minaya. See Trey Turner for the Phillies. He has a 418 average in his last 13 games. Mariners on a 5-game losing streak. The Astros are struggling. Lost 21 of their last 35 games. And, guys, it's important for us to still keep an eye on the Astros because I'll explain after. Here comes the pitch, and that one's fouled away by Riley Adams, the catcher for the Nationals, hitting 198. Some people believe that we can still catch the Blue Jays for the division, as the 0-1 pitch is high 1-1, which is definitely possible. We're only 4 games back of them. If they continue to struggle, we can definitely catch them. But here comes the 1-1 pitch, and that's strike. Count as 1-2. So if we're ever going to win the division, if we end up having a better record than the Astros, we could potentially be the 2 seed in the AL, which sounds crazy, but it's true. So it's important for us to keep just a close eye on the Astros there as they hopefully continue to struggle down the stretch. But we also have to take care of business too, as Minaya records his 4th strikeout on the day, gets Adams to chase there at a high fastball. There are 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning. That will bring up the Nationals right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
And by the way, everybody in the chat, if the game ends before the Yankees start, I promise you that we'll do a little preview before we give it off to Ken and the Ugly Truth. So let's keep this basically, save your questions. We're absolutely doing the Mets and Nationals right now, and we have to give the courtesy to the 2 teams.
Yep. 1-1 count here on Dylan Cruz. As Minaya deals, that is a swing and a miss from Cruz. Count is now 1-2. Only 21 pitches on the day for Minaya here in the second inning. 1-0 Mets lead. 2 outs, 1-2 count on the
He looks really good today. He looks like he's on fire today. Nothing's going to deny Minaya right now.
As Minaya records his 5th strikeout right there, he gets Cruz looking at a high fastball. Minaya definitely dealing early on here today. Scores 1-0 Mets. We'll go to the top of the 3rd.
I hope you're enjoying Evan's play-by-play here on a special edition of NY Mania here on YouTube, brought to you by Paragon Sports in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. Don't forget to visit their website and all, and we really appreciate everything that Paragon is doing for NY Yankee Mania. Thank you, and thank you for sponsoring our games of the week.
Sound like Susan Wallman there doing the ad reads.
Yeah, well, you have the paid advertisements. You got to get them on there.
Yep. So thanks for the question. Yeah, sorry, Joe.
Let's see. You too, Evan. Do you see the Mets making far in the playoffs?
Yeah, if they get in, I can see them going on a run. I think they're going to have to get good performances from Soto, which definitely you can rely on that. A good performance from Lindor, I think you can rely on that too. And as long as the starting pitching holds up, if Senga, Minaya do well, then you never know.
Yep, and also what's his name, the ex-Yankee right-hander, he's got to hold up.
Clay Holmes, yeah.
Clay Holmes, he holds up, then there's a very, very good possibility the Mets will do. But you got to remember, they have it's very tough. I mean, they have San Diego, they have the Dodgers, they have the, it just goes, the Phillies. It just goes on and on with them. So it's going to be a little tough road for them. But I can tell you, they are going to be tough.
Yep, I think they should probably. The 3rd. As far as Clay Holmes go, I think maybe they should probably move him to the bullpen. It looks like he's winding down a little bit, but it wouldn't be a bad decision. I mean, we saw the Yankees put him in situations last year where he didn't really have to close, and he was doing a lot better. So something for the Mets to think about. So good point by Joe. Well, here in the third inning, here is Francisco Lindor leading off for the Mets. Back in the first inning, he hit a solo home run, 25th of the year, to give the Mets a 1-0 lead. 0-1 count here on Lindor as that pitch is inside. Count goes even at 1-1.
Lindor, when he gets hot, he gets hot. But the problem is when he's cold as ice.
Yeah, he's had streaks where he's been really good over like the past week or a month, and there are streaks for him that he can go 0 for 30, which is leading off is we've seen it with Trent Grisham too. It's you have your inconsistent starts, but at the end of the day, it's yeah. Here comes the 2-2 pitch as Lindor hits that one into left field, a base hit. Lindor with his second hit of the game, runner on first, nobody out.
Bryce, with the Met fans that you're talking about, Soto isn't batting 300, but he's got 31 home runs, 72 RBIs, an OPS of 879. I don't consider that a bad year at all. The Mets are not losing because of Juan Soto.
Yep.
He had the comfort of Aaron Judge last year. I'm not putting down anybody else in the lineup, but the next guy up is Sterling Marte. So that just goes to show you there's a big drop-off.
Yep.
And I'm not defending Juan Soto by any means.
Yeah, it's true, Joe. It's not all him. He's showing good power this year. His average is a little bit down, but he's still getting on base. And he's, like you said, it's not Aaron Judge hitting behind him. It's Alonso, who's still a great player, but definitely not an Aaron Judge. As they have Lindor picked off at first here, as he will get tagged out at second base, a bad mistake by Lindor. And there's one away, nobody on base. That's not what you want if you're the Mets.
And it seems that Lindor tweaked something. That's something to look out after now. It looks like he twisted his left ankle. Let's hope there's no problem there now.
That's the last thing you need if you're the Mets, already dealing with some injuries already. Here's the 0-1 to Soto. He hits that one in the air to pretty deep center field, going back as the center fielder right at the warning track. And he makes the catch right before the fence. That was the National center fielder Jacob Young making the catch. That one almost got out, but it's just stayed in, so there's two away. Dodgers have an 8-2 lead over the Rockies, Yeah, Dodgers, they can't lose the series to the Rockies. That would be embarrassing for them.
Well, they did last night.
They did, yeah, but it's a 4-game series, so if they win today, then it's a split, which is still not good for the Dodgers because Ohtani struggled last night. Here comes the pitch to Starling Marte, and that one is fouled away. Count is 0-1. Gore at 50 pitches here in the third inning. He's had to work.
He's not going to last too long.
Yeah, he's had to work pretty hard, but he does have 5 strikeouts. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That one is low. Count is 1-1. Yeah, as we mentioned, the Mets do have some injuries, but they do have a pretty loaded bench today. Here comes the pitch to Marte as that one is drilled in the air, deep center field, going back, and that one is gone. Home run for Starling Marte, and the Mets lead 2-0.
Well, there goes the protection for Juan Soto. It was right there.
Yep. It could have been a 2-run home run. Could have been a 2-run home run if Lindor was not picked off, but I'll certainly take it.
That's right down Broadway.
Yep. Nice, easy swing from Marte there. Not trying to do too much. Drives it to center field. Letting the bat do the work. Mets lead 2-0. Yankees face score on Tuesday. Yeah, hopefully we hit him.
Oh, Gore will get smashed by the Yankees with the right-handed hitters now that we have. He's going to get smashed.
It's just I'm just afraid that they're not going to play, Ben Rice, and I want them to play Ben Rice against lefties too. I just don't want him to be left out of that lineup.
Hmm.
Here's Pete Alonso for the Mets. And the count is 0-2 after 2 foul balls.
I don't know. The way he's been swinging lately, there's a lot to. I don't know what's up with Alonso, but he has not been swinging a good bat at all lately.
Yeah.
He's undercutting and he's swinging low.
Yep. That 0-2 pitch is fouled away. Count remains 0-2. Now, as we mentioned, the Mets do have a pretty loaded bench today. Ronnie Mauricio on the bench, McNeil, Nimmo, and Torrens. As that one is hit in the air to center field, going back is Jacob Young, but he retrieves it to make the play, and that will do it for the top of the third inning. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. The Mets have a 2-0 lead over Washington.
Yep. SGA, thank you for the updates. Appreciate that. Very nice of you to keep us updated here on NY Mania. As we bring you the Mets and the Nationals with Evan doing the play-by-play, I hope that you enjoyed the play-by-play from last night with Jason Michaels. Matter of fact, he just texted me to say hello to the fans, and he says he's looking forward to coming back with Evan and myself. So thank you, Jason. You're really incredible in your what you're saying about Boone, what you're saying about managers, and all of that. So, no question about it, Jose. He's doing a good job, Evan is. No question.
Thank you, Joe, and thanks to Jason and everybody in the chat. You all have been really nice about the comments. So, thank you guys.
And please tell your friends and family that Evan is doing the play-by-plays, everyone. Let's reward it with a big like and subscribe. Everybody that's in that 40% range, please come in and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. We really, really would. It means a lot. We're bringing a lot to the content. We have giveaways. We have special guests. We're going to have a special guest on tomorrow, by the way. We're going to have a pretty special sports agent, thanks to Nitin and his team. We're going to talk about a lot. It's going to be very interesting, guys. You're going to see how these ball players do during the offseason and how they sign with different teams. Well, we're ready for the bottom of the third. Evan, take it away.
Sean Manaea back on the mound here in the bottom of the third inning, 23 pitches. 1-0 count here on Dalen Lyle, the Nationals left fielder, hitting .260 on the season. Count is now 1-1. Fouls that one away.
Manaea is throwing free and easy today. He looks good. This is the best I've seen him look.
Yep, definitely looks like last year's pitcher. And that pitch is inside. The count is now 2-1 here on Lyle. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one is just outside, just misses the corner. Looks like the ump is not giving either pitcher the outside corner. The count is 3-1. That was a really close pitch. Here comes the 3-1. That one is grounded to first. Alonso throws over to Manaea, covering first. There's one away. Yep, the Royals lead the Rangers 6-4. So the Royals are actually not too far behind us in the wild card standings. They're only 2.5 back, so we've got to keep a close eye on them. We just have to focus on ourselves, though. We just have to win against Boston, and we won't have to worry about the Royals. It's always some team in the AL Central giving us problems. Well, here is the Nationals' third baseman, Brady House, hitting .234 on the year. Here comes the delivery from Manaea. That one is a called strike. 92-mile-per-hour fastball. Count is 0-1. Manaea, not really a flamethrower, but can dial it up there. He relies on slider fastball combo. And that pitch is fouled away from House. The count is now 0-2. So Manaea working quickly. being efficient, getting in 2 strike counts. Looks good early on. As that one is bounced up there, and the count is now 1-2. Waste pitch from Minaya.
That was really a waste pitch.
He's lucky it didn't hit him.
You're right.
Here comes the 1-2. That one is fouled away. Count is 2-2. He tried to change the eye level there on House, going from a low slider to a high fastball. Yep, the Royals did take over the Guardians. Here comes the 1-2, and that one is low. Count is 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. Minaya working quickly, and that one is drilled in the air to left field, going back as a left fielder, and that one is got stuck in between the fence.
Yep.
And that is
they're going to call that a double, yeah.
a ground rule double for Brady House. Has never seen that happen before, as the ball got stuck in between the fence out there on left field.
He gave that baby a ride. Wow. Man, right in between. He tried to do that 2 times in a row.
Just got stuck right in between the fence. Well, the Nationals have a runner on second with 1 out. Here is the Nationals second baseman, Jacob Young, batting .225 on the year. Against the Mets, he is a pest against them. Here comes the 1-0, and that is a swing and a miss. Count is 1-1. Minaya definitely left that one too far over the plate. Just really easy for that one to be drilled into left field, but location is the key for Minaya. Here comes the pitch, as that one is fouled away. A good pitch for Young to attack, but he missed it. Count is 1-2.
Very good utility guy in the manager, Miguel Cairo.
Cairo, yeah. Yep, firing Davey Martinez after he had a couple of bad seasons after winning the World Series for the Nationals in 2019.
Yep.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and that one's just low. Count is 2-2. Minaya getting ready to deal the 2-2 pitch, working quickly. And that one is drilled in the air left field. If it's fair, it's most likely gone, but that one is just foul. Looks like the wind may have taken that one as
nice pickup from the wind from a fan.
And he just walks away from gets the ball and just walks away. 2-2. Count remains 2-2 here on Jacob Young. 38 pitches from Minaya. And Jacob Young goes down swinging a high fastball. Count. Yeah, I know. That is Minaya's 6th strikeout on the day. We see a different approach from Mackenzie Gore and Minaya. Gore using his off-speed to strike out hitters, and Minaya using the fastball. Well, that'll bring up the Nationals' leadoff hitter, James Wood, hitting .256 on the year. Struck out back in the first inning. James Wood traded for Juan Soto back in 2022. Was a big prospect for the Padres, but I had to get Juan Soto as they were trying to make a run for it with Machado and Fernando and all those guys. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, as that one is inside. Count is 2-1. Minaya at 42 pitches here in the third inning. 2-0 Mets lead. Runner on second, 2 outs for the Nationals. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, as that one is right down the middle. 92-mile-per-hour fastball. The count is 2-2. Before the break, Wood was hitting 278, and now he's hitting 188. So a little bit of a slide from Wood, as that one is swung on and missed from Wood, as didn't take a full swing, but he did not make any contact. Miguel Cairo, the Nationals manager, is waiting to see if they would like
He got hit with the pitch, and he swung and missed. I think
Yeah.
they're going to call that a strikeout.
And it looks like it hit Wood on the elbow, but he did go around, so that will count as a strikeout.
Yep.
And that is Manaya's 7th strikeout of the day. That will end the bottom of the 3rd. We'll go to the 4th inning. The Mets remain with a 2-0 lead.
And a no-hitter going. So we got back-to-back that we're doing possible no-hitters. And out of the 9 outs, he struck out 7 guys. So that's a really good performance so far.
Yep, efficient from Manaya.
Yep. Let's see. Give the latest scoreboard in a second here. Let's see. So we have Kansas City leading Texas 6-4, top of the 8th. The Milwaukee Brewers lead the Cubs 4-1, bottom 8. The Dodgers all over the Colorado Rockies 8-2, top of the 6th. The Giants over the Padres 2-0, top of the 3rd. Those are your scores at this point, everyone. Of course, at 7:15, we have the Yankees and the Red Sox, the Orioles and the Astros. 7:35 Eastern Time, Rays and Cardinals. We have a final today, the Athletics 8 and the Minnesota Twins 3. That is your updated scoreboard for a Thursday, abbreviated schedule, but we do have a very, very, very big game coming up with the Yankees in a little while.
Oscar, yep, Cap, Y, Yankee.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Jose. The Nationals did get a hit. You're right. Thank you.
Yep.
Let's see. Yashin, the Yankee lineup, I think, is looking real good today. I like the fact that Volpe's batting 9th, but we'll talk about that possibly after this game, okay? All right, well, top of the 4th is here, and Mark Vientos is up, and Evan, take it away.
Thank you, Joe. Here in the top of the 4th inning, Vientos will lead off against Mackenzie Gore. Vientos singled back in the 2nd inning. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Gore to Vientos, and that one is up and in. Count is 1-1.
I feel that if Vientos was like he was last year, this Met lineup would be percolating. And Juan Soto would be getting a lot better pitches.
For sure. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Gore, and that one is a swing and a miss from Vientos, what looked like to be a changeup. Count is 1-2.
I don't live in Manhattan per se. I'm in one of the 5 boroughs.
Gore looking for his 6th strikeout on the day as he bounces that one up there. The count is 2-2. Deuce.
That would have been the World Series in 1994. Yankees Expos. The Expos were 70-40 before the strike.
Pedro Martinez pitched for the Expos. Okay.
Yep.
Here comes the 2-2 as Vientos lifts that one in the air to center field, and making the catch out there is Jacob Young. 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Coming up next for the Mets is Brett Beatty, their second baseman. Struck out back in the 2nd inning. Gore at 61 pitches here in the 4th. First pitch on the way to Beatty is a foul ball behind the plate. Count is 0-1.
Those Expos teams, I scratch my head. How they did not win a World Series, it's beyond me.
Who was their manager?
Manager at the time, they let's see, they oh man, that's a good question because they changed managers. I want to say I think it was Dick Williams, if I'm not mistaken. I know he managed them later. or Buck Rogers. It could have been Buck Rogers or Dick Williams.
Very nice. Count is now 2-1 on Brett Beatty. Looks like the umpire's strike zone is continuing to shrink down.
Oh, that's nothing new. Felipe Alou, yeah, there's a part that you're right.
As Beatty hits that one on the ground to center field as a base hit, 1-out hit for the Mets. That will bring up the left fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Tyrone Taylor hitting
Double plane coming.
Thank you, Yashin. You're right, Felipe Alou.
Taylor 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch from Gore as that one is low. The count is 1-0. Beatty will stay put at first. Taylor 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out back in the second inning. He's now hitting under 200 at 199. 2 homers, 19 RBIs on the year. Definitely not the year he wanted. After coming over from the Brewers a couple years ago to the Mets last year. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Gore to Taylor as that one is high. The count is 2-0. Thanks, Dennis. Yep, I needed a haircut really badly. It was getting too long in the back. Can't. Oh, I don't like that. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Taylor as he swings at a pitch that was going to be a ball, and he fouls that one away.
Some fucking recognition.
Hey. Sorry, Joe. Just got our brother here watching the game. He's obviously a Mets fan. He's cursing at the TV. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. As that one is inside the 3-1.
Hey Joe, how you doing?
What's up?
3-1 pitch on the way from Gore to Taylor. As that one is inside, just misses on the inside corner. So the Mets are set up here in the fourth inning. Runners on first and second with 1 away.
He was a high draft pick, Gore. I just don't see it. I don't see the hoopla about this guy. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, he's got a live arm, but I just think he's way overrated.
Yep. Yeah, he had a really good first half. The second half, don't know what's going on. As the first pitch to Cedric Mullins is outside 1-0. Stone cold stun. I don't know what that means, Cowboy. Stone cold stun. Stone cold stun every Mets team.
The hell?
The 1-0 count to Mullins is outside.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Thought you were wrestling.
Sure.
Hey Joe, can I ask you a question about WWE real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
You remember Rey Mysterio, right?
Of course.
Did you like his 619 move a lot?
Yeah, it's okay, but it's overdone. It's too much.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's way overdone.
Yeah.
How does your brother feel about Soto? He likes him. He thinks he's going to turn it around. But he definitely doesn't hold back. You know, he definitely needs to be performing a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I'll give my point in a minute.
Well, 3-0 count here on Mullins as Gore doesn't want to walk him. And that pitch is on the inside corner. Count is now 3-1.
I mean, how can you be down on a guy who's got 30 home runs? Give me a break.
I get it, but he's got to be doing better.
Well, here comes the 3-1 pitch. And that one is a called strike. The count is now 3-2. Gore battling back in this at bat, trying to get Mullins. Would like to see a double play here if you're Gore, or just a strikeout would be okay too. Looking for a 6th strikeout on the day.
I get it that the Mets paid him $800 million, but that they chose to do that. You can't put it on the player. The Mets chose to give him that amount of money. He still has 30 home runs. He's not batting 300, but it's a different lineup. The Mets have had disappointment with the lineup.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, here comes the payoff pitch, and Gore steps off. Looking back, Beatty at second base. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. As that one is lined into right field, a base hit for Mullins. Coming around third, and Beatty will hold up at third. Bases loaded, one away. I could have sent him there if you're the third base coach, but decided to hold him up at third, as the Mets will now have Hayden Sanger come up to bat. A lot of Mets fans, I don't think they like Cedric Mullins too much, but I tell them to just be patient. I think he'll come around. He'll be a good player for them.
We're not going to address any more Juan Soto staying with the Yankees. We've drilled too much on that for the whole year of the show. If you didn't listen to it, go to different videos on the show and see what we said. I am not going to repeat it anymore. He was not going to be with the Yankees. The Mets were not going to be denied. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's not up for discussion here on NY Mania anymore. It's done. Case closed.
Yeah. We already talked about that, so we'll just leave that for the past. We shouldn't be thinking about him anymore anyway. He's not on the team, so who cares? Well, here is Hayden Sanger up to bat in a big spot here with the bases loaded, 1 out for the Mets in the top of the 4th. They currently have a 2-0 lead. If you're Sanger, the approach is to just put the ball in play, except for anywhere on the ground, right to a fielder. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Mackenzie Gore. As that one is hit in the air to center field, that will most likely get the run in. Making the catch out there in center field is Jacob Young. However, Brett Beatty will tag from third base and score the Mets' third run of the day. Mets lead 3-0 here in the 4th inning. Good at bat there from Sanger, putting the ball in play, getting the run in. And the Mets still have runners on the corners with 2 outs. That will bring up the Mets leadoff hitter, Francisco Lindor, looking for his 3rd hit already on the day.
If he smacks one, this game is over.
Yep. I didn't see that. And the first pitch is bounced up there. The count is 1-0 on Lindor. A home run and a single already for Lindor. 25 home runs on the year, 72 RBIs. Average back up there at 261. Runners on the corners for the Mets here, 2 away in the 4th inning. They have a 3-0 lead. Here comes the pitch to Lindor. That one is grounded to third. Nice backhand play. Throws over. It pulls Chaparro off the base, but he makes the tag on Lindor for the 3rd out of the inning. So it wasn't easy, but Mackenzie Gore did only allow 1 run there in the top of the 4th. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Mets have a 3-0 lead.
Don't forget, folks, after the game, if there is a little time, we'll do a quick update and post game on the Yanks. If not, going to go straight to Ken, the Ugly Truths channel, and he's going to do the play-by-play starting at 7 p.m. tonight. And then we're going to have our post game show right here on NY Yankee Mania, and that should be a pretty exciting one. Hopefully, good news on all fronts. And also don't forget tomorrow, coffee, bagels, you name it. We will talk everything Yankees. Then at 4 o'clock tomorrow, a nice special show thanks to Nitin Media and his crew. We're going to have a big special agent, players agent on Mr. Moda. And we're going to discuss all kinds of things when you become a free agent, all the heck he's got to go through, and how does he handle when a player doesn't want to go somewhere, but it's a lot of money. It's going to be a very interesting show. So if you want to hear what goes into when you're a free agent, then I suggest definitely listen to the show, watch the show, and ask your questions. I'll try to get to as many questions as I possibly can. So that's tomorrow at 4.
Yep, looking forward to that. A lot of good questions to ask an MLB agent, definitely, without getting into too much specifics. Well, here's Sean Manaea back for the bottom of the 4th inning against the Nationals, as he deals a strike to C.J. Abrams, the Nationals' second hitter, 0 for 1 with a flyout on the day. Manaea's second pitch is high. The count is 1-1. You're on Abrams. Manaea looking really good so far today, using his high fastball to get a lot of strikeouts. As that pitch is fouled away from Abrams, the count goes to 1-2. Manaea with 7 strikeouts on the day, looking to rack up a couple more here. Here comes the 1-2. That one's high. Count is 2-2.
Athletics 8-3 on the Twins today.
Yep. SGA's Giants 2-0 over the Padres. Here comes the pitch. That one's fouled away. Count remains 2-2.
Wow.
Here's the pitch, as that one is swung on and missed, strike 3, but the ball goes all the way to the backstop, and Abrams will reach first base. So unlucky break there for Manaea, as he'll probably be chatting it up with Sanger after that one in the dugout during the half inning. That must be terrible for the pitcher. You execute a perfect pitch, you strike him out, and then the catcher can't even stop the ball from going to the backstop. As you know, and that definitely should have been stopped by Sanger. Really should have been. So Manaea should be having to deal with only 1 out here in the 4th inning, but there's a runner on first instead. So here that will bring up the Nationals' 3rd hitter, Paul DeJong, hitting .254 on the season, 0 for 1 on the day. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Manaea. Abrams leads off first, as that one is swung on and missed in the dirt. 0-2 count.
I mean, this really is a very weak lineup from like 6 on. My God.
Yep. Now, Paul DeJong, definitely not the player he used to be. He was with the Blue Jays last year. Didn't look great there, and not looking good here now. Here comes the pitch, and that one is lined in the air to left field. Coming on is Taylor to make the catch, and there's 1 away. So DeJong hit it pretty hard, but Taylor was right there. Hey, Nathan.
Yashin, yeah, John Cena's heel turn was a mistake, in my opinion.
Well, that will bring up the former Yankee farmhand, Andre Chaparro, now in the lineup consistently for the Nationals. Here comes the first pitch to Chaparro from Manaea, and that one's low. The count is 1-0. Manaea at 54 pitches here in the bottom of the 4th inning, trying to stay efficient against a weak Nationals lineup. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and that one is low. The count is 2-0. Mets have a 3-0 lead here in the 4th inning. Runner on first, 1 away for Chaparro. Manaea at 55 pitches here in the 4th. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. As that one is lined up the middle, base hit for Chaparro. And Abrams will stay at second base. So the Nationals have first and second, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th, threatening. Looked like a slider that just stayed too far over the plate, not inside enough for Chaparro to get his hands in. Did do a good job of pulling his hands in pretty quickly and getting the barrel out in front. Now that'll bring up the Nationals' fifth hitter, Riley Adams, a catcher. Here comes the pitch, and that one is a called strike 0-1. It looks like Minaya is leaving a lot of fastballs over the plate early in counts. If I were the Nationals, I would try to be a little bit more aggressive here. Here comes the pitch. As that one sails outside, the count is 1-1. 1-1 here on Riley Adams. The Mets starters have a 7.14 ERA in the fourth inning, so that's where trouble usually starts for them. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one is swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-2 count here on Adams. Yeah, Jose, we play the Blue Jays in the beginning of September. That will be a big series for us. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. As that one is high, the count is 2-2. Minaya tried going back to what was working really well for him throughout the beginning of today's game with a high fastball, but it didn't work there. We'll try to get another strikeout here as the 2-2 on the way. Runner from second goes. That one's fouled away by Adams. The count remains 2-2. Abrams will have to go back to second. Evan, you are so much smoother than when you started doing the play-by-play. Thank you, Dennis. Definitely.
Well, practice makes perfect.
Yep. It's my 5th game doing play-by-play, so want to improve as much as I can. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and that one hits Riley Adams, and the bases will now be loaded for the Nationals. So Minaya definitely wasn't looking for that. We've seen him miss inside a little bit on his sliders. A couple of his strikeouts have actually came when Nationals hitters, swung at pitches that hit them. But that one, no chance for Adams to swing at that one. He would have been really foolish to swing at that one. So, but the Nationals are now set up here with the bases loaded and 1 out. The pitching coach will come out here, talk with Minaya, try to settle him down a little bit, get through the 4th inning. That will bring up the National 6th hitter, Dylan Cruz, 0-for-1 with the strikeout back in the 2nd inning, hitting 201 on the year. It just seems like whenever some of these Nationals players play the Mets, they provide a little bit of a thorn in their side, Dylan Cruz being one of those players. Well, let's see if Minaya can get out of this jam. Here comes the pitch to Dylan Cruz, as that is a called strike, 0-1. Nationals with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 4th inning, 1 out. Dylan Cruz up to bat against Sean Minaya. 0-1 pitch coming up, and that one is grounded up the middle. Beatty will fire to first as the Nationals do score a run on the infield RBI from Cruz, but the Mets do get the out. There are 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Nationals still set up with 2nd and 3rd. So if you're Minaya, you're pretty happy with that result. However, it goes back to the first batter of the inning when Minaya got the strikeout and Sanger allowed the ball to go to the backstop, and that basically caused this run here. So Minaya must not be happy with that, but he's looking to get out of this inning without further damage. Well, here is the 7th hitter for the Nationals in Dalen Lyle, playing left field, hitting 260. Count is now 2-0 here on Lyle. Minaya had 66 pitches here in the 4th inning. The 2-0 pitch coming up from Minaya as Lyle swings, hits that one in the air to shallow left field in foul territory, and that one is off the netting in left field. No play will be made. Count goes to 2-1.
Well, the tying runners are in scoring positions here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yep. 2-out hit will tie this game.
He's definitely getting out of this inning. I don't see a problem at all over here.
Here comes the 2-1 pitch. As that one is hit in the air to center field, and Mullins is under it. He'll make the catch. That'll end the 4th inning. Mets lead 3-1 and go to the 5th.
Well, it's a pretty even exchange. Mania looks really tough and good today, and when he has to, he rears back and he fires as hard as he can. So he is pitching a really good game. Want to remind everybody you're listening to the play-by-play with our lead announcer here, Evan, with the Mets and the Nationals, and it's brought to you by Paragon Sports in Brooklyn. And we want to thank them for sponsoring our Thursday game of the week. Again, thank you so much. We'll be doing and seeing more of Paragon Sports as we go along. They are the leading sponsor for our games of the week. Also, everyone, please subscribe. Please press the like button. If you know all great comments about Evan, well, let's show him some love. Let's have the like button. Let's subscribe to the channel. Come out of the woodwork of the 40%, everyone. Come on. We have a lot. We have a great post game coming up for the after the Yankee game tonight. There's a lot going on. So I just urge you, please show a little love to Evan. Show a little love to NY Mania, as a lot of things are happening here on NY Mania's channel here. So, of course, subscribe and press the like button. And from the Trenton Thunder Stadium, we have a surprise guest with us, the master of getting us all the guests right here on NY Yankee Mania. Let's bring him on. There he is.
What's up,
Hello,
guys?
Nathan.
What's up, Evan? What's up, Joe? What's up, the chat? How you guys doing? What's up, Dennis? Everybody in the chat. We got a surprise. Hey, Joe, right here. Look.
What's up,
Joe.
George?
Right here.
Oh, I know you.
And
You're a
Juan
nice
Soto. Juan Soto just missed that one again. Second deep fly out of the game, one away.
What's the score of the game?
3-1
Mets.
Mets lead.
Oh.
3-1 Mets. So, Nathan, your protege, Jason Michaels, just texted me.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to know how everything went, and he wanted to say hello to everybody in the chat. And he's looking forward to coming back on with us.
Nice.
George, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Joe. Got a game to cover here in a little bit at Trent Thunder.
Let's
Beautiful
go.
day out here in Trenton. Not too hot. A little bit of breeze, but it's looking good tonight.
Yep.
Just excited to cover another one. I love it here in the press box.
Yep.
Good to see that the rain went away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It's sunny now.
Yeah, it seems like every time Nathan goes to these games, they get rained out.
Rained
or
out,
there's
yeah.
plenty
But
of rain.
we managed to play yesterday, though.
Yes.
Oh,
Just-
by the way, Andy's ready for tomorrow. So.
Oh, good.
Nice.
One quick thing before Evan take over. How is your relative? How is your uncle doing?
I have no updates yet, but my mom will keep me updated.
Okay.
He's in,
Oh,
it was just she took him to the hospital for chest pains, so they're doing tests on my
smart.
uncle right now. Yeah,
very smart.
In Florida.
And,
Yeah.
We already talked to St. Anthony, so he's in
thank you.
good
But
hands.
it should not be. It should not be anything serious. But hopefully, we get better.
Cool. All right, Evan, keep us updated. Go ahead.
All
Sorry
right.
about that.
What? Why is Evan laughing?
Play that funny? I mean, come on.
Really, Evan? Why are you laughing? That's good. Hey.
Back here in the 5th.
Yeah, but
back here, Starling Marte up, hit a home run back in the what was it, 3rd inning?
yeah.
He draws a walk here, run around first, one out.
But Joe, I'll keep you updated.
Yep.
Oh,
Football as well,
definitely.
Yeah,
Please,
and then
please
Ken
do that.
also, yeah.
He's in our prayers.
But it shouldn't be that serious. It's just they're doing tests on the chest.
Smartest thing you could do.
Mets have a one-out base runner. They'll bring up the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
That's
Food.
oh,
Alonso fouls that one away. Count is 0-1. Gore at 89 pitches.
he's in the lineup tonight.
Who,
Here in
Preston?
the
Yeah.
fifth.
No way.
No, I'm serious.
Preston Wilson?
Yeah. No, I'm just joking. Oh, he's on it. Imagine though.
He's going to take VP, it looks like.
Yeah.
Here comes the
Preston
0-1.
What a great player he was.
Yeah.
Earl Combs. 1924 to 1935.
He was a very good player for the Yanks.
Wow. Flooding.
Preston, you talk about Preston? No.
Earl Combs.
Oh, you're cool. Yeah.
Well, the flooding.
Oh my God.
2-1 count here on Alonso. Top of the fifth inning, Mets lead 3-1, 3-1. Runner on first with one out.
Evan, why were you laughing before?
I just my brother told me a joke. Like it was like kind of funny. Like he's a Mets fan, so he was laughing at Alonso.
Yeah.
Oh, Preston is the manager for Frederick Keyes SGA. He played in the majors too. He had a great career.
2-2 count here on Alonso. 92 pitches for Gore here in the fifth. Probably his last inning. Here comes the pitch from Gore. And that one's inside.
My team and I booked him another guest for tomorrow.
Who we got?
Andy Moda. He's
Oh,
a
really?
MLB agent. Yeah.
He related to Jose Moto?
Yeah. Yep.
That's my
I-
guy.
I'm good friends with the family.
Yeah, I've done a few shows with Jose.
Here comes the 3-2. And that one's outside. Ball four. Mets have first and second, one out. Here in the fifth.
Here comes Miguel Cairo.
You have no idea, Dennis, what we got. You have no idea, Dennis.
Dennis.
Well, looks like there's going to be a break in the action.
Yep.
As Gore has pitched his last pitch, he's coming out. So there's 3-1 here as we go to a commercial break. Guys, Paul Blackburn was signed by the Yankees earlier today. What's your impressions on that?
I mean,
Oh, wow.
if they were gonna sign a pitcher, why not just bring back Brubaker?
That's very, very smart idea.
Yep.
Either that or Matt Blake saw something in Blackburn that he could switch over and he can automatically get back to the way he was with the A's at that time. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Maybe Blackburn can give them more relief innings because he was a starter for the Mets. Maybe.
Yeah, he ain't going to start. Unless they need a spot to start. Maybe he's someone to throw out there. Him or Yarbrough, though.
That's what
Yarbrough's back.
Yeah.
Celia says George and Evan look completely different without the hats on.
No, I did get a haircut today, so that might have something.
Yeah.
Oh, nice haircut.
Thanks, Nathan.
I mean, it's only appropriate not to wear a Yankee hat on a game of the week.
Hey, Celia.
You know.
Thank you, SGA.
Yep.
No, Preston Wilson, SGA, not Preston Palmero. You talk about Rafael. I can get Rafael Palmero on the show, by the way.
That's a great that's a great guess, no matter what. No question about it. The road ahead for the Mets. They're going to play the Atlanta Braves over the weekend.
If you want to line up, this is what it is.
Oh,
Is Mike not brought up yet? This is what our line change.
The Phillies next Monday. So that's going to be a big series.
Oh, this is okay.
Yep.
Yep. The Mets have Nolan McLean making his second start of the season against the Braves, starting tomorrow. And the Braves rotation is completely depleted due to injuries. Well, here comes the new pitcher for the Nationals, Jackson Rutledge.
Vientos just hits one deep to right field, but the right fielder made the catch, so now it's 2 outs. So we're in the top of the 5th with 2 outs and
Hey Joe, what's wrong with Evan?
I don't know. I guess
He has to be more professional.
Yep.
He's gone. He gone. You gotta kick him out. But I'm gonna say my uncle's out of the hospital now.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
That's
my mom
good.
brought him
See,
back, yeah.
the power of prayer, baby.
Mhm.
The power of prayer. And here comes Brett Beatty with 2 men on, and that's ball 1 outside from Rutledge. Beatty is
Same
1
lineup
for
we
2
get, so
tonight.
Yeah, it is pretty similar.
Mhm.
And here comes the 1-0 pitch to Beatty. The set, the look back at second, and here's the pitch. Oh, he fakes going home. He fakes going to second. I'm surprised that could have been a balk. He just took his foot right off the base, just in the nick of time. All right, here comes the 1-0 pitch, right down Broadway. It is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Brett Beatty. We're in the top of the 5th. The New York Mets lead the Washington Nationals 3-1, as Manaea has looked really, really sharp today. Really sharp. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Beatty. Mets really, really, really need to hang on to this game. And Manaea is going to have to go as long as he can. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Pop foul behind home plate, and it stays at 1-2. 96 miles an hour is by Rutledge. He's got good movement on his. Actually, he's got better movement than Gore does. I like his style. I like his he throws and he's going after the hitter. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And the inning is over. So the Mets leave 2. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. It's the New York Mets 3 and the Nationals 1. And again, we're here the play-by-play. This is brought to you by Paragon Sports in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. Thank you so much for sponsoring our game of the week here on a Thursday afternoon. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for everybody to be in, on this game, everyone. And let's see.
He wants you back.
Okay, I think he's back. And
Hey, Joe.
yeah.
Yeah, I apologize. I won't laugh anymore. I swear. All good now.
Okay.
If anything, I'll move to a different spot. Because
Well, we can't have,
Evan, you can't be doing that, man. Come on.
if he's not going to, if you're not going to contribute to the game, please
Yeah.
don't say anything. Okay.
Yep.
This is my channel, and I don't want any disturbances.
Yep, you got it, Joe.
Okay? Please.
Sorry about that, guys.
It's okay. But I mean, we have to be professional here. No other
Evan,
channel does this.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have
And I don't think your brother told you a joke.
This show is being sponsored. Okay, this isn't a joke.
Yep.
Not a joke, guys. And I appreciate the cooperation.
Like I was talking about my uncle and he was laughing. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nathan. It wasn't about that. It wasn't about that.
You got to know you got to be professional.
I got my brother here. It's just sometimes he just makes jokes, but not anymore.
All right, take it away. Bottom of the 5th.
All right, the 5th coming up for
Yeah,
the
my
Nationals.
Yeah.
And up to bat is Brady House, the third baseman, hitting 238. That one is hit up the middle, base hit for Brady House. Runner on first, nobody out for the Nationals. 3-1 Mets still here in the bottom of the fifth. Manaya at 70 pitches.
We have runner on first, then no one out. Yeah, he's still at a decent pitch count.
Yep. 70 pitches. Should be able to get out of the inning. Here comes the pitch to Jacob Young. That one is inside, ball one. Jacob Young over one for a strikeout. With a strikeout back in the third inning. Here comes the pitch, and that one is bunted over to first. Alonso goes to second, but he is safe at second base. Probably should have just taken the easier out at first.
Not a smart play, guys. Not a smart play. He had the easy guy at first base. Why is he turning around going there? The guy was just about on the base. What is that all about? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, should have taken the easier out at first.
Oh,
Yeah, pass
100%.
one.
That made no sense. Now they set up another bunt.
Yep. First and second here for the Nationals now in the fifth. With the top of the order up, here is James Wood.
Well, you're not going to let this guy bunt at 25 homers and 80 RBIs.
Yep. He does show good power with 25 home runs. It's just about putting the ball in play, being more consistent. First and second here for the Nationals. Bottom of the fifth, 0-1 count. And that pitch is low. Count is now 1-1. Manaya at 74 pitches here in the fifth. Any more trouble, and Mets could be thinking about making a pitching change. And that pitch is swung on and missed. The count is 1-2. 91 mile per hour fastball from Manaya. Below the Mets, the Yankees signed Paul Blackburn. Yep. Here comes the 1-2. As looks like the TV just, a little bit slow there, but yep, there's a foul ball. Count 1-2. One and two count on Wood. Nobody out here in the fifth. 3-1 Mets lead. And the pitch to Wood is hit in the air to left field. Coming on is Tyrone Taylor, makes the catch. There is one away.
He looked terrible on that swing.
Yep. Just a little bit off. I don't know why he's hitting leadoff for the Nats. And they had Abrams.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yep. Well, here comes Abrams, shortstop for the Nationals, hitting .266, 16 home runs.
This should be your leadoff hitter, C.J. Abrams. He should be the leadoff hitter.
Yeah, he was leading off for them earlier in the year. Here comes the pitch. That one's fouled away.
Now, Beatty's playing deep at third. If I were him, I would drop down a bunt.
Mm-hmm. On one count here on Abrams. Here comes the pitch from Manaya. Inside, 1-1.
He's going on his 81 pitch. Oh!
Here comes the pitch, as that one is low. Count is 2-1. Here comes the pitch as he hit him in the back. Now the Nats will have bases loaded. One away, so Nationals have a chance again with the bases loaded. See if they can score more than one run. The Mets looking to probably make and not yet. They won't go to the bullpen yet, but they'll have the pitching coach come out and talk to Minaya as the bullpen will gear up, getting ready to come into this game.
Tyler Rogers is warming up for the Mets. Minaya is a little bit frustrated.
Yeah, Minaya has been a little bit wild here, hitting some batters today, but lucky to have the amount of strikeouts that he does.
Most extra base hits versus the Mets through the first 32 games. Paul DeJohn has 23. He's second to Todd Helton, 25.
Yep.
Not having a career versus the Mets. He's batting .313.
Yep. Long-time St. Louis Cardinal.
Yeah. I always wanted him for the Yankees for the shortstop, but then he got injured and he was like never the same at all.
Yep. Batting .313 against the Mets, 33 games. 0-1 count here on Paul DeJong. Minaya trying to get through this fifth inning. Pitch is inside. Count is 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Minaya. DeJong grounds that one foul outside of third. Count is 1-2. So Minaya looking to get a big strikeout.
He's got to get out of the inning, and then I think he's coming out.
Yep. Definitely will be looking to come out of this game after 84 pitches. Here's the pitch. Swung on in the air to center field to Mullins as the runner from third will tag up and score. So that will plate the Nationals another run here in the fifth. Mets lead is now 3-2. First and second, 2 out for the Nationals here. A good at bat there by DeJong getting the run in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that run was on Alonso. Alonso should have taken the.
Yeah, that was not a good play. Not a good play.
Yep.
What I remember with Shapiro in the Yankee minor league system, he was a big hitter against lefties.
Yep. Shapiro up here for the Nationals, 1 for 2 on the day. Count is 0-1. Shapiro. A lot of good power from Shapiro. Pitch is outside. The count is now 1-1. Warming up for the Nationals is another former Yankee farmhand, Clayton Beeter.
He was just downright awful for the Yankees.
Yep. Pitch here from Minaya is low. Count is 2-1.
It seems to me, Evan, that Minaya is a 5-inning pitcher. He
Yep.
can't go more than that. He starts slowing down and he leaves the pitches a lot to be desired. But 5 innings is
Yep.
great for him.
Yep, he's leaving a lot of fastballs over the middle of the plate, especially
Yep.
early in counts. So
If he loses this guy to a walk, there's definitely going to be a break in the action.
Yep.
I don't understand. He does this all the time. Does that mean that he's better off in the bullpen? I mean, I don't understand it. He loses all the gas in the fifth inning, fifth inning, fourth inning. I mean, he's lights out for like 3 innings, and then he just loses it. He
Yep.
does it every game.
Yep.
I mean, he's a damn good pitcher too.
He is a good pitcher. Just about command with him, but Mets will make a bullpen change here as Minaya will come out and Tyler Rogers will come in here in the bottom of the fifth as the Nationals will look to either tie the game or possibly take the lead here.
I have a scoreboard update, Evan. The Padres now lead the Giants 4-2, bottom of the fifth, and they are rallying too. They're threatening with first and second, nobody out. The Dodgers all over the Rockies 8-3, top of the eighth, and have first and second and one out. The finals, Athletics 8-3 over the Twins. The Royals 6-4 over they stay hot over Texas 6-4, and the Brewers back on the winning ways. They beat the Cubs 4-1. And of course, the big game a little bit later on. But you also have the Astros and the Orioles, the Cardinals and Tampa Bay, and of course, our game. I should say the Yankees game, and you fans the game. The Yankees and the Red Sox coming up at 7:15. Don't forget that game is on Fox.
Yep. The game is on Fox. Big series coming up for us against Boston.
Yep. Tyler Rogers, 60 innings, 1.79 ERA. Sometimes in this situation, Evan, I don't like sidearmers because it's very easy to go right through the legs of the catcher. And Riley Adams is up. Take it away, my friend.
Yep. Well, here comes Tyler Rogers, the submarine right-hander. 60 innings pitched this year, 1.79 ERA. For the Mets, they gave up a good prospect for him and Drew Gilbert. So they maybe overpaid a little bit. And so far, they're not getting the best from Tyler Rogers, but hopefully they can see the results from him soon. Here comes Riley Adams, the catcher for the Nationals, hitting fifth for them. Here comes the pitch from Rogers, and that one is outside. The count is 1-0. Rogers definitely doesn't want to walk Adams here. Tie the game. Here comes the pitch, as that one is lined in the air center field. Base hit for the Nationals. 1 run scores. Here comes the second run. That will score. And hung up between second and third is Chaparro for the Nationals. Doesn't matter because the run already came in to give the Nationals the lead. Chaparro was tagged out, and that will end the fifth inning. The Nationals take a 4-3 lead heading into the sixth.
Mets were up 3-0, four unanswered runs.
Yep.
You know what's funny, Evan, is the fact that every acquisition the Mets have made is just not lived up to anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mullins, I had a feeling was half and half, but I think they really wanted Siri to come back, and he might come back soon, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But all their acquisitions, nobody's done anything for them.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It really is.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's just. Maybe it's something in the water with the Mets, or because I know Mendoza doesn't want to put them in a bad position. They're definitely being put in the right position, but it's just they have to get enough production out of their starters before they can, so they don't have to rely on guys like Mullins and Rogers so much. But yeah, they have to be able to rely on some of these bullpen pieces to get them through some of these innings. Yep. Coming up for the Mets here in the top of the sixth inning will be Tyrone Taylor, Cedric Mullins, and Hayden Sanger.
Eesh. Might be pinch hitter, I guess. Well, I don't know. Sixth inning, yeah.
Could be. As the Nationals will now have Clayton Beeter replace Jackson Rutledge.
Teresa has a quick question for you, Evan. She asks, being the fact that you're a Yankee fan and a Yankee announcer, are you? Is it hard to announce another team's game?
Not so much. I mean, it's fun calling any game. I guess with the Yankees, you can pretty much like expect what's going to happen. It's easier to make predictions, but with other teams, it's a little bit harder to make predictions. So I guess it's a little bit more fun in that way. Mm-hmm. But with the Yankees, of course, you want to be excited calling their games, but it's fun calling any game. It's a lot of fun either way. Thank you for the question, Teresa.
No, Clayton Beater's in.
Clayton Beater, yep, now in for the Nationals here in the 6th inning. Nationals have taken a 4-3 lead over the Mets here in the 6th. Beater, obviously a former Yankee. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That one is a called strike on the swing. Taylor could not check his swing, so the count goes to 0-2. Hey, Sean, how are you doing?
Hey, Sean, how's everything going, my man? How's it going?
Here comes the 0-2. Taylor hits that one in the air to center field. Coming on to make the catch is the Nationals center fielder, Jacob Young. There's one away. That 0-2 pitch, you don't want to leave it there.
Oh, here's Mullins.
Comes Cedric Mullins for the Mets. 1 for 1 on the day with a base hit to right field and a walk. Here comes the first pitch to Mullins. Fouls that one away. Count is 0-1. Yeah, T-Road. The Blue Jays, we need them to lose some games here. They've been great this year, but it's time for us to take over first place again. Here comes the pitch. That one is high. The count is 1-1.
Welcome to a warm russet potato. I love the names you guys put out there, man. Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to subscribe. Really appreciate it as we bring you the game of the week, the game of the day. The Mets and the Nationals tomorrow or Saturday will be something different to change to the New York Yankees or any team that is fighting for a playoff berth. You will get that here on NY Yankee Mania.
Here comes the 1-2. That one is low in the dirt. The count is 2-2.
I don't see Cedric Mullins being on the Mets next year.
No.
Hi, Danny. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing?
Hey, Danny. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Beater. As that one is in the dirt again, the count is now full, 3-2. Beater just needing to utilize his fastball more here in this at bat. Stop with the off-speed stuff. Here comes the 3-2. As that one is fouled away. Pretty good pitch there on the inside corner, but Mullins gets a piece of it. Count will remain 3-2. Full count here on Mullins. Peter ready to deal the 3-2 pitch. Here comes the 3-2 from Beater. And the pitch hit on the ground right to the shortstop, Abrams. He throws out Mullins as he was positioned well there on the ground out up the middle. There are 2 away here in the 6th. A nice look at the Washington Monument there in Washington.
Mm-hmm. Had it played perfectly, actually, up the middle.
Yep, really well played. Here comes Hayden Sanger for the Mets, the catcher. 0 for 1 on the day. He had a sac fly. And that one is lined in the air to right field. And that one is caught. Diving catch there by Dylan Cruz for the Nationals.
Nice
We'll
play.
go, yep, very nice play. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Nationals have taken a 4-3 lead over the Mets. Yeah, Jose, he's better than Baltimore.
Not a fan of Banning. How you doing?
Yep. How's
Was
it going?
on-
Not a fan
was
of
on-
banning.
was on one other day, but not for the play-by-play. How you doing, Nat? Don't forget to subscribe. Everyone that's new in the chat, I really appreciate it. Remember, we will have a post-game show right after Ken the Ugly Truth does his play-by-play, which we'll go and say hello to while the Yankees are playing. So not much time to breathe after this game. We're already at 5:52, so we're about an hour and I would say 18 minutes away from Yankee opening pitch. So, actually an hour and 22 minutes. Sean Browning, let's see what he has to say. Oh, Sean. Hey, come on. Where are you? Hey, not a fan of banning. Don't be afraid to like and subscribe. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Score, I hope you're enjoying Evan's play-by-play today. Please give a thumbs up. He's doing a great job. And give him some love. Press the like button. It comes to all of us.
Yep.
Okay, man. My man, take it away. Bottom of the sixth. I'm sorry.
Yep, bottom of the sixth coming up here. Thank you guys for being here today for this Mets versus Nationals afternoon.
Hey, Jordan. How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream.
Hey, Jordan.
Jose says, Joe, you're a good mentor. Thank you, man. I just want to see people succeed. That's my goal. I love to advance, and I have advanced people.
0-2 count here on Dylan Cruz for the Nationals. Tyler Rogers still in there for the Mets. That pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3 there. Goes down swinging. There's one away here in the bottom of the sixth.
Well, thank you guys for what you're saying about Evan. That's exactly the way I feel. But show it in action. Press the like button and definitely subscribe to the channel.
Yep. Thank you, Joe.
Oh, yeah, you're the best. No problem.
Here is the 7-hitter for the Nationals, Dalen Lyle, left field. 0-2 on the day with a ground out and a fly out. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Rogers. That one is inside. The count is now 1-1. It must be hard to get a read on a guy like Rogers with coming from a different angle. It must be hard to pick up the ball.
Well, Jordan, you're in Carolina Marine Station. Oh, great. So you got to come and join us because we're going to honor all of you with a big play-by-play to honor the troops and to honor all the troops that helped us with our freedom. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for listening and watching us.
Yep.
We pray for you guys every day of the year. 100%. We're going to have a special show for each and every one of you.
Yep. Thank you, Jordan. As that is a leadoff single here in the bottom of the sixth by Dalen Lyle. That will bring up the Nationals 8-hitter, Brady House, playing third base. I would think about maybe taking Rogers out soon here. He only has 9 pitches, but he gave up 2 runs already from last inning. Went out here. As that is a swing and a miss, runner goes to second base, and he is safe at second. And maybe the Mets might look to challenge that. As it looked like the throw beat the runner there, but we'll see if the tag was applied before the runner.
Oh, he missed the tag. Oh, he came off the bag. He's out. I think he's out.
Yep.
He came off the bag.
Yep, the Nationals player did come off the base there. That was Lyle at second. He did get tagged out after his foot came off the base.
What is that all about? He was out.
As,
what are they talking about?
I guess the Mets didn't decide not to review that one.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, if I were the Mets, I would have definitely looked to challenge that mistake there from Mendoza. Well, now the count is 1-1 here on Brady House. Swung on a miss, so the count is now 1-2. Another RBI chance here for the Nationals in the 6th inning. Here comes the pitch. That one sails high. Count is 2-2 here on House.
Yeah,
this game-
Jason, he was out, completely out. Well,
Here comes
maybe the Mets don't have. Did they lose a? Looking at a replay? Did they lose their replay? Because that's ridiculous. He was out, man. He went off the bag. Give me a break, guys.
Well, the Rogers gets a strikeout there, swing on a miss. So there's 2 outs here, runner on second. As Rogers will look to get out of this inning without any damage after Mets decided not to challenge that stolen base.
Wrong. They should have challenged.
Yeah, they really should have. They would have been out of the inning right now.
100%.
Well, here is Jacob Young for the Nationals, their 9-hitter. 1-0 count coming up. Here is the pitch, and that is a called strike. 74-mile-an-hour pitch from Rogers. In there for a strike. Count is now 1-1. And Brooks Raley now warming up in the bullpen for the Mets. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Rogers as he steps off, looks back the runner at second base, making sure he's not going anywhere.
He's got a wicked pitch, man.
Yep. Pitch to Young is swung on and missed. 1-2 count here on Jacob Young. This game is mostly filled with mistakes by the Mets, allowing their first couple of runs, and it's unfortunate because they should be winning this game if it wasn't for those bad errors and misplays especially by Alonso at first.
Keep pressing that like button, everyone. Keep pressing it. I am watching it. You're doing an okay job as we speak, but keep pressing the like button and subscribe. Yep. Thank you for 1 or 2 subscriptions so far.
Yep. Thank you guys for the likes and the subscribes. Keep hitting that like button and subscribe. Here is the pitch to Young, and that is lined in the air center field, and that will be a base hit in front of Mullins, as that will score another run for the Nationals. They lead 5-3. Wow, this game is falling apart for the Mets. A lot of errors.
5 unanswered runs, Evan. 5 unanswered runs.
If the Mets just challenged that play at second, they would be out of the inning without allowing any other runs. But
that made no sense unless they lost the challenge that we forgot about.
Yeah, I don't think they had any challenges lost. It looks like I think they had all their challenges. They just decided not to.
Yeah, to me it makes no sense. I mean, where's the logic to who was watching that replay?
Yeah,
would have been all over that replay. He was out.
Yep. Well, Tyler Rogers will be taken out of the game here in the bottom of the 6th. That will bring up Brooks Raley in for the Mets, the left-handed reliever.
Everybody new to the chat here, I hope you're enjoying the play-by-play with Evan with the Mets and the Nationals, brought to you by Paragon Sports, 20th Avenue in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. Thank you so much for sponsoring our game of the day, game of the week. And also, if anybody's, obviously there are a few new people here. Just want to let you know, when we get to 500 subs, we are giving away 3 prizes. The third prize is $25 in cash. The second prize is $50 in cash. And the first prize is $100 cash. And you'll get that in the one day immediately following our broadcast. I would definitely, if you have Venmo or if you have Zelle, it would be great because right away you'll get your money within seconds. We don't have to deal with the mail, nothing. Boom, it'll be in your account to enjoy. So tell your friends, tell your family, everybody, NY Mania is on the move. So please, you're going to see live baseball games. You're going to have chats. You're going to have a lot of guests. You're going to have all kinds of stuff happening here. So and you will get more Mets. You'll get all the teams that mean something to the playoffs. And Evan is ready to take care of all of that, your needs. One thing we ask is press the like button and subscribe. Take it away, Evan.
Yep, absolutely. We'll be covering the MLB postseason this year for sure. Doing a lot of games for you guys, play-by-plays and good analysis. So be on the lookout for all that. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. James Wood here, now up to bat for the Nationals in the bottom of the sixth. Runner on first for the Nationals, 2 away. Brooks Raley in here for the New York Mets. Relieves Tyler Rogers. Brooks Raley, he was injured in the beginning of the year,
good
but
pitcher.
he come back.
Very good pitcher.
Yeah, he was on the Rays, so yeah, he
Of
knows how
course.
to. Yeah, pitching to a 2.70 ERA this year in 12 appearances. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Raley to James Wood. That one is outside. Count is now 1-2.
Score, I don't think the Mets are going to miss the playoffs, but if they do, oh my God, what they're going to do an overhaul.
Yeah, that would be crazy if they did miss the playoffs. Here comes the pitch to James Wood, as that one is just outside, misses the corner. Count is 2-2.
And how do you do?
Fifth pitch coming up from Brooks Raley to Wood, as that is a swing and a miss. Got him to swing at an outside slider. Brooks Raley gets out of the inning, but the Nationals score 1. Then they lead 5-3 going to the top of the 7th inning.
Well, I'll tell you, if Wood is going to look like that against left-handed pitching, he's in for a long career, my friend.
Yeah, Wood.
He better start learning how to hit lefty pitching because he looks terrible.
He needs some work for sure. Looks like he's not being patient up there against lefties. Just swinging at anything.
No question about it. No question about it. We don't get any rest for the weary, everyone. This one's going into the 7th. It is only an hour and like 12 minutes away from the Yankees and the Red Sox. Hoping this game will be over.
Yep. The Royals have beaten the Rangers 6-4.
Oh, okay. That game is over.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see what we have. Yeah, the Padres all over the Giants 8-3 in the top of the 6th. Top of the 9th, the Dodgers now lead the Rockies 9-5. I would say that game is pretty safe for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers and Padres won't change anything as far as the positions. And it's the same finals. Milwaukee won, Texas won, the A's won. And that's where we stand right now. The Orioles are playing spoiler against everybody right now. They are taking care of business.
Yep.
If the Mets miss the playoffs, I think Carlos Mendoza won't get fired, but his staff will. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about the Mets firing their hitting coach, Eric Chavez. We might do that.
They might. What's the Amber Alert? Mendoza might get fired. Whoa, here's somebody sleeping completely on somebody. My God, is it that boring? PJ, pajamas PJ's in the game.
PJ Poulin in the game now for the Nationals. Lefty reliever. As he will deal to Francisco Lindor leading off for the Mets. Having a great day at the plate. The count is 0-1. Called strike.
When he's locked in, man, he's unbelievable.
Lindor 2 for 3 on the day. Yep, double and a home run. Here comes the pitch to Lindor as he fouls that one away. The count is now 0-2. Be a good time for the Mets to get a leadoff base runner here in the 7th. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and that one is inside. Count is 1-2.
1-2. And what do you do? Here.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Lindor. Hits one in the air to center field. Right there is the center fielder, Jacob Young, to make the catch. It was hit hard. But fortunately, no, doesn't get a good result. That'll bring up Juan Soto for the Mets, 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout and 2 flyouts.
The one thing I will say that's a little negative with Soto, his on base, the OPS is 200 points less than last year. But
Yeah.
then again, he doesn't have Aaron Judge. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
nothing against, but they don't even put do they put Alonso near him? Well, yeah, they do. They actually
Alonso's their cleanup hitter. So, I mean, they put Marte behind
Marte,
Soto,
yeah.
but I don't really, yeah.
The Yankees had Giancarlo Stanton, so
Yeah. Here's the pitch.
the
to-
Nationals bullpen is last, 14th, and last in the WHIP.
Yeah. So obviously, their bullpen hasn't been doing a good enough job this year. It's not really their offense; it's mainly their pitching.
Yeah,
As
well,
Soto fouls that one away. The count is 1-2.
and how do you do?
Marte on deck. Marte is really good against lefties. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. As Soto just gets a piece of that one to stay alive. Count remains 1-2.
What did they say that with him making 51 or 52 million a year? What is he making per game? Do you remember what they said?
Per game, not sure, but it's definitely a lot.
It's definitely more than $10.
Oh yeah. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Soto swings and misses off speed. Come on. Soto swings and misses. Strike 3, 2 away here in the 7th. And Soto looked like he was fooled by that pitch. He's not fooled by a lot of pitches, but that one was a good one. Here comes Starling Marte for the Mets. Takes that one for a strike. Count is 0-1.
I'm just thinking. I just don't understand Soto. I know it's the first year with a new team, but man, I mean, I know he's got the 30 home runs. I know he's got the RBIs, but I don't know.
Yep.
That's what I said.
Marte hitting 282 now for the Mets. 11 pitches for Poulin as he deals to Marte. Looks like another change up there. Marte swung and missed. So the count is now 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Poulin looking to put away Marte. And Marte hits that one right back to Poulin as he flips that one over to Chaparro for the 3rd out of the inning. Go to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch time in Washington. The Nationals lead 5-3.
Itchy says Soto strikeout 0 for 4, 1 for 11 in series. Yanks dodged a bullet. Well, nobody really knows what he would have done with the Yankees if the circumstances. But like I always said, he was destined to go to the Mets. There was no question in my mind.
Yep.
Not a question. Press the like button, everyone. It's an okay number, but not enough for as many people that have been on this stream. Come on. Everybody that's watching that's not subscribed, at least press the like button for this guy, for this man. You know,
Yep,
he's going to be giving you all important games for the Yankees, for streams, for whatever, and some Met games too. So please press the like button for this for Evan and subscribe. Come on, it's so easy. Just move your mouse to the right side and go and subscribe in NY Yankee Mania, and you'll get all the content that you're missing. Come on, guys. Show a little love. Jason says, this is why I've been so critical on Soto. Yes, he gets on base, but with runners on in the clutch, he doesn't come through right now. He hasn't. Yeah, you're right, Jason. And the more and more I watch the Mets, the more I scratch my head because I can't understand it.
Yep.
You know, I mean, he was so clutch for the Yankees, and yet it still could happen, guys. You know, maybe the light will go on if the Mets make the playoffs and he starts going nuts. You don't know. Baseball is the funniest game in the whole world. Anything can happen in baseball, guys.
Really anything. I mean,
the guy's making $51 million a year, but you have to, you know, forget it. Here's the wild card picture. The Cubs by 5. The Mets are the 3rd. They're 1 game ahead of the Reds. So if the Mets lose today, I'm not sure if Cincinnati's playing, but if they do, they're in problem. Now, the Mets, from June 13th, 22-35, the 5th lowest winning percentage in MLB, 20 blown saves in the bullpen. The starters, 261, the fewest in MLB. The bullpen, 239 and a half innings, the 3rd most in baseball. So this is why the Mets are where they are at this point. So I have nobody to blame but themselves.
Yep. The Mets were doing really well earlier this year, and something happened. They've had a couple of rough stretches, but when the Phillies are winning and the Reds are winning, it just makes it harder for them to stay where they were. And they're going to have to get out of this soon and hopefully climb back into the top wild card and maybe compete for the division.
Oh, Celia, you're 100% right. Soto might have just had a different passion with the Yankees. I still think that he's the same player. It's in there than he was, with the Yankees. I agree with you, Celia, but sooner or later, I mean, you can't be that depressed making all that money. I'm sorry. I mean, you went there for the money, so now enjoy what you're doing because you made that decision.
Yep, exactly. I mean, I think there was an article out there that said he did want to stay with the Yankees, but it was just about everything else that
his family. His family said no, and it's no.
Yep.
Listen, you can rest assured if Aaron Judge's family or girlfriend at the time didn't want wanted him to go to the Giants, he would have went there.
Mm-hmm.
We were very lucky. We were very lucky that he decided to stay with the Yankees. Let me tell you.
Yep. Brooks Raley still in here for the Mets as C.J. Abrams up to bat. 1-1 count on him. And the 1-1 is hit in the air foul down the right field line. The count is now 1-2.
Hey, Felix. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Felix. Once you count here on Abrams, as the pitch from Raley is called strike 3 on the inside corner. And there is one away here in the 7th. Well, Raley has come in and done a good job getting these last couple of outs here. Basically, these 5 runs for the Nationals, these are just mistakes by the Mets. You've had pass ball from the catcher. You've had Alonso error and some mental mistakes by the Mets on the base pass. So just beating themselves today. Here's Paul DeJong up for the Nationals, had a sac fly earlier in the game. The 0-1 pitch to DeJong is hit in the air to popped up second base. Beatty will make the catch, and there are 2-way. Brooks Raley only had 11 pitches here in the 7th, so doing a good job coming in relief from Tyler Rogers.
Yep.
Now he will face Andre Chaparro for the Nationals, who's 1 for 2 on the day, single. Pitch to Chaparro is in there for a strike, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and Chaparro does attempt at that one, and that count is 0-2 here on Chaparro. Brooks really looking to have a quick inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's a swing and a miss by Chaparro. A really good job from Riley in the 7th inning. 5-3 Nationals go to the top of the 8th.
Yep, it's true, Itchy. Hal did call. I did call Aaron Judge from Italy on his on his vacation. Sports for Life, Yankees Mania, why Mets game? Very simple. In the daytime or anytime, we have a sponsored game of the week, and this was the game that we thought was of a little importance. The Mets are fighting for a playoff. We go with the flow as far as who the Yankees are playing. We will be doing that. Yesterday, we did the Toronto Blue Jays, and you know how big that is. So today is the Mets. Tomorrow might be somebody else, or maybe not tomorrow, maybe Saturday. But we are everything here, guys. We're going to follow the wild card, the first place. Just be happy that we're going to be able to do that, and we have people to do it, and we have it sponsored. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. The only thing that we ask is please subscribe and press the like button. Those are the two important things. The only thing that we ask of you, aside from, of course, watching and liking the content. Tomorrow, we're going to have a sports agent here to talk about, and one of his clients is Aroldis Chapman, the Yankees' old friend in the bullpen. There's a lot that you're going to learn from an agent that has to deal with free agencies. Guys coming up through the Yankee organizations have to show superstar potential, or the Yankees will dispose of them. Cheetah showed it. Judge showed it. The shortstop doesn't show it. I'm sure talking. By the way, the Athletic today said, under no circumstances will the Yankees move on from Anthony Volpe, at least now. Take away the top of the 8th.
We are here in the top of the 8th inning. Taking over for the Washington Nationals is the reliever Henry. Let's see, his name is Cole Henry here for the Nationals. 48 games, 45 innings pitched, 44 strikeouts with a 3.6 ERA. He'll deal to Pete Alonso here, leading off things for the Mets here on the top of the 8th. 1-1 count. Here is the 1-1 pitch to Alonso.
Sports for Life, I will answer your question with a little break in time, and I will explain to you what we do.
2-1 count here on Alonso.
We do Yankee games.
Yep. The pitch to Alonso is a called strike. 2-2 count here. As Ken would say, deuce, deuce.
Deuce, deuce.
On deck for the Mets, Mark Vientos. 2-2 count here on Alonso. And the pitch is swung on, grounded to third. And there is one away as the third baseman, Brady House, throws over to Chaparro for the first out.
So Sports of Life for Life, we do Wednesday games the Wednesday game of the week, Yankees. The other days you go to, we respect Ken from The Ugly Truth. He's a co-host with us, and he does the Yankee games. Sometimes he invites us on there and all, but we partner up and we respect each other. So that's why both of us, I respect the situation and everything that he does, and he respects everything that I do. So that's, you can't miss either going to Ken the Ugly Truths for the Yankee calls or coming to NY Yankee Mania. Go ahead.
Yep. Here is Mark Vientos here for the Mets. 0-2 count on him. And the pitch from Henry is outside, 1-2. Vientos 1 for 3 on the day. Had a single back in the second inning. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and that is outside. Count is 2-2. Looks like the Mets might go to a pinch hitter here very soon, as Jeff McNeil puts on the elbow guard. That's a good thing about having a deep bench. A lot of options there. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Henry, and that one just misses. Now the count is 3-2. It looked like a pretty good pitch. Warming up for the Nationals is the lefty Ferrer. Here comes the pitch to Vientos. He hits that one deep in the air left field. Will it stay fair? No. That just goes foul. So Vientos just misses a home run. And the count will remain 3-2.
We'll get to Celia's question in a bit. Both Evan and I will answer that. We'll try to.
Yep. Thank you, Celia, for the question. Payoff pitch coming up here to Mark Vientos from Cole Henry. Nationals righty reliever with 11 pitches here. Here comes the pitch, and that one is outside. Ball 4. So Vientos on base here in the 8th inning. That will bring up Brett Beatty for the Mets.
Celia, basically, those things works its way out. So probably one of the pitchers. I know you don't usually do hitter for pitcher, but there really isn't anyone right now that you can send down, hitting wise. I mean, everybody's contributing, so it's going to be very interesting, very, very interesting what they're going to do.
Yep. The Red Sox are 5-1 against us, so we need to do better.
Yeah, but that was before. This is a different Yankee team.
Yep. Well, here's Brett Beatty up to bat for the Mets. 0-1 count here on him. Tyrone Taylor on deck. Maybe they'll go to a pinch hitter here very soon. I wouldn't waste any time if you're the Mets.
Now, how pro is Evan right now, guys? He's got the pen in hand, the paper in his hand, ready with all these notes and everything. You got to give him kudos, guys. You got to give it to him. There's a lot of caring there, and we really appreciate it here on NY Mania. We really do. Evan, thank you so much.
No problem, Joe. I'm happy to provide this great content for everyone here. 1-2 count here on Brett Beatty. Henry ready to fire the 1-2 pitch. As Beatty grounds that one foul, stays alive. Count remains 1-2.
1-2. And how do you do?
Yeah, the Red Sox did lose to the Orioles, but they're playing the Yankees now, so it doesn't matter what they did against them. It matters how we fare against them. So gotta play well. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one is grounded foul again, outside of first. Count remains 1-2 here. Henry using a lot of off speed, living in the mid-80s. Looking to put away Brett Beatty here in the 8th. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Henry. as that one is outside. Tried going with a 95 mile per hour
He
fastball.
didn't go. He didn't go.
Yep. Beatty always seems to put up quality at bats.
Well,
Here
We'll
comes
see.
the pitch. And of course, as I just say that, Beatty strikes out swinging.
what are you, Michael K. number 2 now? The minute you say something positive, boom.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's
This is
Like it
one of
drinks.
my favorite. The guy that's coming up to pinch hit is one of my favorites on the team.
oh yeah, Jeff McNeil coming up.
I just grew to like him. I used to hate him because he was just like, I thought he was nothing but, a big shot and this and that. But man, oh man, he really is a very, very good good hitter. And
Yeah.
he just had bad luck.
Yep. As the Nationals will make a pitching change here in the 8th inning, probably going with a lefty reliever to face McNeil, who's pinch hitting for Tyrone Taylor. Yeah, McNeil, to your point, Joe, he won the batting title in 2022. He was really, really good that year. Really good hitter. Someone that I thought the Yankees should maybe look into, but he was never going to leave the Mets. Brandon Nimmo was also a free agent for the Mets after 2022. He had a good year. I thought about him as a free agent. I thought he'd be a good addition to the team, but Yankees didn't do that as Nimmo resigned with the Mets. Makes sense because he was a developed there. So they drafted him, and
Sports for Life says he thinks Louis Seal's going to get shelled tonight.
No,
How do you come up with, why do you feel that? And you don't think the Yankees are fishing off of their last game and the game before that and the game before that? He still was the rookie of the year last year. Let's give him a little chance. Hey, listen, you could come on a post-game show if he does bad, but if he does good, you got to come on and take a little bit of your lumps.
Mm-hmm. In for the Nationals is lefty reliever Jose Ferrer. 58 games this year, 4-3 win to loss record, 4.38 ERA, 61.2 innings pitched, 51 strikeouts. As looks like the Nationals are going to position their defense a little bit here, as McNeil is definitely willing to go to the opposite field. Here comes the pitch from Ferrer to McNeil. McNeil hitting .259 on the year. First pitch is a swing and a miss. You don't see that too often from McNeil. The count is 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Ferrer. And McNeil checks his swing. Did he go? Yep, he did go. The count is now 0-2. Looks like this decision might pay off for the Nationals.
With that swing, he's going to strike out.
Yeah, he might just might not be seeing the ball well off of Ferrer right now. Here comes the pitch, and McNeil gets caught looking. Strike 3. Ferrer, 1-2-3. Good morning. Good
I saw
afternoon,
that
good
one
night.
coming.
Yep. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Nationals lead the Mets still 5-3.
Well, it looks like the Giants have lost 8-4. Padres has won the series 3
Yeah.
out of
4.
4, I guess. Yeah. Hey, everyone, thank you for staying with us. We've held a very nice number here today. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy. Put in the comments games you would like to see. us do as we have an idea what's going to be important to Yankee fans, but shine in by all means. Let us know what you'd like to see. And obviously, if we get it, we will be more than happy to do it for you, without a doubt, 100%. So let us know. This is like, kind of new to us, that we're doing the play-by-plays now, guys, as we swindle down to the nitty-gritty of the baseball season, the dog days of August. I get the numbers don't help out against the Red Sox. However, this is a new series and a new look team. Do you realize how many new Yankees are on there since we played the Red Sox? It's got to be at least, 10? And it makes a difference. I'm not saying the other players that were on the team were really bad, but, some of these guys, maybe, you got to look at what Rosario does against the Red Sox, what some of the McMahon does against the Red Sox. You got to see that. We are totally different. You got to take all the other games we played against the Red Sox and throw them in the garbage.
Yeah.
Really. This is the new season. This is new now.
It's a new team.
Let's go. Let's do it.
It's a new team.
A new team. It's a new day, period.
Yeah. No
And
Rafael
no Devers, right.
That's important because he used to kill us, so at least we don't have to deal with him anymore. Well, Jeff McNeil will take over left field for the Mets in place of Tyrone Taylor, and Ryan Stanek will take over the pitching here in the bottom of the 8th for the Mets. Ryan Stanek, former Astro, coming in to pitch to Riley Adams, the catcher for the Nationals.
Sean Browning goes, "We are savages."
Oh, yeah.
In the box again. Don't forget.
1-1 pitch here on Riley Adams from Ryan Stanek. Here comes the 1-1, and that one is low. The count is 2-1. Yes, Sports for Life, Ryan McMahon. Yep. Big difference. He's going to need to get it going a little bit, but I believe in him. Here comes the pitch, and that one is fouled away. Count 2-2. Oh, Sports for Life are saying that McMahon isn't a huge difference. Well, I think he definitely could be in some situations. I mean, he's gotten a couple of clutch hits for us. Don't count him out.
We also, Evan, you got a big hello. Unfortunately, he can't be on the stream right now. Chef Nick gives his best. He said he's been listening a little bit. You're doing a nice job, and he's looking forward to being part of the team. And he is part of the team. Thank you, Chef Nick. That's very, very gracious of you to stop what you're doing to come in the chat and let us know. Thank you, Chef. You're the best.
Yep. Thank you, Chef Nick. Welcome to the team again, man. 2-2 count here on Riley Adams. Ryan Stanek about to deal the 2-2, and that one is low. Count is now full, 3-2.
Remember, everyone. I'm sorry. I just wanted to get in while there's a lot of people on the stream. Don't forget, right after the Yankee game, we will be on live with our post game.
Yep, it'll be live after the game is over. Go listen to Ken's channel, Yankees The Ugly Truth, as he does great play-by-plays over there for our Yankees.
And congratulations to Ken also. He reached the 300 subscription mark. So kudos to Ken.
Good job, Ken.
That's all good work, man. That's all good work that you put in basically by yourself, man. Got to hand it to you.
As the Nationals will lead off this inning with a base hit from Riley Adams. So not exactly what the Mets want here in the 8th inning. Well, here comes the 6th hitter for the Nationals, Dylan Cruz. Pitch from Stanek is swung on and missed. 98-mile-per-hour fastball right by Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 3 on the day. However, he does have an RBI, a sac fly, batting 199. Here comes the pitch. As that was a nasty, what looked like a slider or sinker there from Stanek. Count is now 0-2. It was a splitter. Okay. That's a nasty splitter. Might want to use that one again. My bad. Cruz had an RBI ground out back in the first inning, fourth inning. Yeah. And Stanek tries to go to the splitter again, and he did not check his swing. However, the umpire could have called strike 3 there, as it looked like it was right there for a strike.
He went around. I mean,
Hey, be quiet, please. Here comes the 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch from Stanek. And the pitch. That is a ball, 2-2. 89 mile per hour pitch from Stanek. If I were him, I would try using the splitter again. That worked pretty well. Sports for Life. It's going to say the Red Sox.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Okay. Here comes the pitch, as that one just misses the outside corner. The count is now full, 3-2. So,
Well, the least you can do, Sports for Life, if you're gonna think the Yanks are gonna lose tonight, at least make somebody happy, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, or like the program. We really appreciate it. We like everyone here.
Yep.
It's like a family.
Full count pitch to Cruz is fouled away. So we'll do the payoff pitch again. Good at bat here from Dylan Cruz.
We are getting ever so close to the Yankee game, guys. We're at the bottom of the 8th here, and it's 6:38 Eastern time.
Here comes the payoff pitch once again, as that one is down low for ball 4. Nationals have first and second with nobody out. As here comes the pitching coach for the Mets, Jeremy Hefner, coming out to talk to Stanek. As the Mets will look to warm someone else up here in the 8th inning, as they're just trying to keep the score here at 5-3, as they want to get back in the dugout and have a chance of tying this game or essentially taking the lead.
Oh, 99/22. He's back.
Hey, 99.
I think he went on vacation on us.
Yep. Welcome back, 99. Happy to have you here. You started college. Are you what year are you in? Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior? Because I know what the college life is like. Oh, here is Lyle, Dalen Lyle for the Nationals.
Freshman. He's a freshman.
Oh, well, good luck, 99. Best of luck to you.
Now, don't do anything we wouldn't do if you were a sophomore or a junior or a senior, my boy. All right, 99's back for good. That's what I like to see.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Ryan Stanek to Lyle. He had a good cut at that one, but he fouls it away. The count is 1-1. 17 pitches in the inning for Stanek. If I were him, I would go back to that splitter. It was looking really good. You got to get ahead in the count first. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Stanek. As he deals that as a swing and a miss from Lyle. Count goes to 1-2. Be a good time for a strikeout. Oh yeah, Sean, you work hard. That's for sure. Thanks for joining the stream, though. We appreciate it.
Hey, Just Mix, how you doing?
Hey, Just Minx. 1-2 pitch here. As Lyle hits that one in the air to center field. Not deep. Mullins is there to make the catch. There is one away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Nobody advances. First and second, one out.
Well, there's a quick break. I want everybody to remember tomorrow at 4 p.m., Not only is it a pregame show, but it's a special guest show. We're going to have Agent Andy Moda here. If anybody's not know who he is, he's one of the agents for Aroldis Chapman and many other people. That is going to be a show I am looking forward to.
Oh, we have to go anyway. He's probably there already.
Well, one out here, first and second for the Nationals. Coming up to bat now is Brady House, third baseman for the Nationals. First pitch of the at-bat is fouled away. The count is 0-1. Yeah, Sean, I hope we definitely hit a lot off of Giolito tonight. It's a must-win game, in my opinion. Need to at least split these first two games before facing Crochet on Saturday.
Don't worry about it. We got to play one game at a time.
Yep. Pitch to House is low, and the count is 1-1.
Hey guys, I just got a nice alert. A couple more people have subscribed. Thank you so much. Keep them coming. And our likes are going up. That means you like Evan and you like the content. Keep it going, baby. Keep it
Thanks,
going.
guys. Thank you guys for subscribing. We got a lot more coming, so stay tuned. 2-1 pitch coming up to Brady House for the Nationals. Pitch from Stanek is swung on and missed. Good fastball there. Count is now 2-2. Well, Stanek doing that same pitch again. Right down the middle. A little bit elevated. Keep it higher in the zone. Make him swing over the top or underneath it. As Stanek delivers the pitch, and that one is lined. Base hit into right field. Stanek does not do as I just said. He leaves it right over the middle of the plate. As another run will come in for Washington, they take a 6-3 lead. Runners on the corner still with one out. That's not what the Mets wanted right there. That pitch just hung right over the middle of the plate. Too easy for House to take the other way, and it doesn't matter if you're the Nationals, if you're the Rockies, or if you're the Dodgers. If that pitch is right over the middle of the plate, any hitter is going to capitalize on it. And Brady House did there.
Not making the playoffs.
Want to give a shout out to SGA Sports Talk channel. He's going to go on live on August 26th for the Chicago Cubs versus Giants game. So a shout out to you, and remind us, SGA, and we will definitely give you a shout out as we get closer to the 26th, which is next Tuesday. By all means, good luck, and good luck with the stream, and we will definitely let everybody know that day. So good luck with that stream, and give us a time.
Yep, good luck, SGA. Well, here is Jacob Young, center fielder for the Nationals, up to bat here with the runners on first and third. One away here in the bottom of the eighth. If you're the Mets, you don't want to give any more runs up here.
It's already over.
Down 6-3. Here comes the pitch, and that one is fouled away. 1-2. Joe, give me 1 second. I'm just going to go grab my charger real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll do the rest of it. All right, James Wood is up 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts and a flyout, batting .254. Washington's leading 6-3 here in the bottom of the eighth inning. And Wood is up against right-hander Stanek, and the pitch is down low for a ball. 1-0 on a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. It's first and third, nobody out. James Wood is obviously a better hitter against right-handed pitching, and against lefty, he leaves a lot to be desired. And here comes the 1-0 pitch to Wood. Swung on, hit deep to left field, way back. That ball is gone. And that's a 3-run homer. I told you right-handed pitching, he destroys, but he doesn't destroy left-handed pitching. Anyway, that's a 390-foot shot, and then Washington Nationals now take a 9-3 lead. as we're in the bottom of the 8th. That was a crushing blow. Let's bring back Evan. You missed the call.
I missed a 3-run home run there from James Wood. So the Nationals up 9-3 now. Not good for the Mets.
Nope. That ball was crushed.
Wow. I mean,
The opposite way.
he needs to do that a lot more. I mean, especially against
Yeah,
lefty
he can't
pitching.
hit lefty. He can't hit lefty.
Yeah, that's the key for him. Stay back on the ball, hit it the other way, and you'll get those results all day long. So the Nationals,
Hey,
most
Bryce.
likely.
Welcome back.
Hey, Bryce. Nationals most likely putting the stamp on this game. They're up 9-3 here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 outs, nobody on base. CJ Abrams for the Nationals. 0-2 count on him coming up. Man, this a tough series for the Mets to lose. I mean, there's still an inning to go, but you definitely don't want to lose this game.
I'm telling you this. They remind me of the Yankees before. I don't understand. There's talent on this team.
Right.
You know,
There's
I mean,
something-
listen, you got to be biased when you're doing play-by-play, but I'm stunned. I really am. I mean, I know the pitching isn't that great, but guys, they got a good bullpen. What on earth happened?
Mm-hmm.
What they are stunned. I mean, you look at these guys on the bench like, what happened to this team? They are going through what the Yankees have gone through. And I'll be honest with you, I really like Carlos Mendoza, and I feel for him. I really feel for him. There's a lot of pressure, and if he loses his job, it's on the Mets players. It's not him. He is a good manager, and I don't want to hear he came out of Aaron Boone. I don't want to hear it because that's not fair.
Yeah, Mendoza obviously well respected around the game, and last year he took a Mets team with definitely not as much talent as this to the playoffs, to the NLCS. So you can't blame him. Definitely something.
I don't know, Itchy, if that's the case. I don't know. I mean, unless Cohen just has no patience, I don't know. But listen. When they signed Soto, they stopped basically getting other players. And that's what would have happened to the Yankees. And that's why the Yankees are finally starting to put it. It took them 8 months to put this team together.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my fault. Evan's like on this podcast. He won't get off the podcast. Well, here's Ryan Stanek, bottom of the 8th. Paul DeJong up for the Nationals. And he grounds out to end the inning to Lindor. So we'll go to the top of the 9th inning. Mets down 9-3.
Incredible. Look at it. We're going from one game to the next game. We don't have any choice. Hey, Jacob. Hey, Jacob Petruzzi. Welcome. How you doing, family man? What's cooking? Thanks for coming on. Jacob, we will have a post-game show after the Yankees, after the Yankee game, and we'll discuss everything. Thank you for coming on a live stream, play-by-play with the Mets and the Nationals, which is sponsored by Paragon Sports. Here, they're nice enough to sponsor our extra games during the week. We appreciate it, and thank you so much. Aaron, are you calling Yankee games too? Yes, he is.
The game's over. Yeah, we do call Yankee games, but not tonight, Dennis.
Right. Tonight is going to be Ken from The Ugly Truth. He's getting ready with his broadcast, and he will do a great job. And then after that, come back here for our post-game analysis.
You could have won without me.
So, so that's where we are right now. And, Dennis, but we will. I love the Mets crash out fans on Twitter. Yeah, Jacob, listen, we went through it too. So now, unfortunately, the Mets are doing it at the wrong time. The Yankees were doing it when they still could have saved face, and they're starting to save face. But we're not out of the woods yet, guys. It's only 5 in a row, or for whatever it is. The bottom line is we got to keep going. So let's go to the top of the ninth as Evan will give you the play-by-play. So here we go.
Here we go on top of the ninth inning. Cedric Mullins will lead off for the Mets. Last 3 outs coming up. So looks like the Mets will fall short in this one, but will they have a rally coming up? We'll see. Nationals looking to take 2 out of 3 from the Mets here in Washington. Count is 0-1 here on Cedric Mullins from Jose Ferrer. Here comes the pitch, and that one is low outside. Count is 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and that one is low, 2-1. So Mullins would be a good base runner to get on first here for the Mets to lead things off, seeing if they can spark a rally. Using some of their bench too would be helpful. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one is hit in the air right field, and it is foul. So Mullins too quick on that one inside. And the count's even at 2-2.
How do you do?
Yep. Most likely the Mets will be pinch hitting for Hayden Sanger in the 9-hole. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Ferrer. That one is inside, and the count is 3-2. Well, good at bat here by Mullins. See if he can get on base. Here comes the 3-2. As he fouls that one outside of first, count remains 3-2. Mets fans in attendance in Washington don't look very happy. Don't blame them at all. Comes the pitch to Mullins as he grounds that one to first base. Chaparro will take it, step on first, and there is 1 out here in the 9th. 2 outs to go. Well, not pinch hitting for the Mets here, so Hayden Sanger will come up to bat as they will stick with him here. He's 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Here comes the pitch from Ferrer, and that one is right down Broadway. Count is 0-1. Surprised the Mets haven't used some more of their bench here, especially they have a couple of righties there, Luis Torrens and Ronnie Mauricio. Here comes the 0-1 pitch as Sanger swings and misses at the 0-1 pitch, and the count is now 0-2. 0-2 here on Hayden Sanger. Here comes the pitch, and Sanger does not check his swing, or he did check his swing. He counted 1-2. 1-2 here on Sanger, Mets catcher for the day, replacing Luis Torrens and Francisco Alvarez on the IL. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and that one bounces up there. The count is 2-2. Yeah, Richard, I appreciate the criticism. I know I have to project my voice a little bit more, but we're working on it. Here comes the pitch. As that one is fouled away, count remains 2-2 here.
SJA, I appreciate the comment, but it's not a hater. He's only giving constructive criticism as he sees it. And Evan understands it, and we're working on it. I mean, I give him kudos because he's learning on the job, and every day he gets better and better. So you got to give it a chance. And it's not easy going on and talking for 9 innings. It really isn't, guys. You got to give it a chance. He's doing a very good job. He's ahead of a lot of announcers, trust me, that I've seen that were not too good and are now very good announcers. And trust me, if I told you the names, you wouldn't believe it.
Thanks, Joe.
Oh, it's the truth. I tell a spade is spade. I'm not going to put somebody on that makes no sense.
Yep.
And it's not like they're trolling you. It's the way they see it. They want to see you. They want to see you get better. And so do I, and so does everybody else. But Rome wasn't built in a day, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
But we do appreciate the comments.
Well, the Mets down to their last out of the game here. Francisco Lindor hopefully does not end the day for the Mets.
Thank you for the comment, Jake.
Thanks, Jake. 2-1 pitch coming up from Ferrer to Lindor. Pitch is low, count is 3-1. So Lindor looking to get on base for the third time in this game. Lindor hit a solo home run in the first inning. Then he had a single. So a good game again by Lindor, who was hitting over 500 this past week.
Guys, we barely have time to go to the restrooms before the Yankees start.
Pitch there is a called strike to Lindor. So 3-2 count. And we'll see if this ends the game or keeps going on. Ferrer will step off here as the catcher comes out. We're going to talk about something here, as that was quick. Catcher will go back as Ferrer will deal the 3-2 pitch to Lindor.
Richard, that's a great comment. I like that comment.
Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Lindor as he grounds that one through the right side of the infield for a base hit. Lindor with his third hit of the game. So a good game for Lindor. However, the Mets overall aren't doing too well. But they will have one final chance here. And how fitting is this? Juan Soto coming up to bat against his former team, the team that he grew up with. First started out. Yeah, thanks.
I had the pleasure of seeing that 300 game, as the main man over here sent me the video, and it is awesome. Very proud of him.
Yep. Well, here is Juan Soto up to bat, trying not to be the last out of the game. First pitch is fouled away. Count is 0-1. Thanks, SGA. Yeah, I was thinking about it, but you have to be really, really good to get to where the pros are.
Yeah, but you're still a young pup. You still can go for it.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
Man, he's throwing 99 miles an hour. No joke.
Yep, definitely throwing fastballs, not messing around here, as the count is now 0-2 on Soto. On the way to Soto. He will take a timeout.
Richard, I appreciate the kind words, but that's not. I mean, I wanted, and I didn't want to get into it. It is a real tough life. I mean, I love what I'm doing right now. I love it. But to go around every city, every state, everything, I miss my family too much. I've got to be honest with you guys. But thank you so much for the encouragement.
Yep. Here comes the 0-2 pitch as the catcher calls timeout again. And it looked like that was it a pitch clock? No. Yeah, it was a pitch clock violation on Ferrer. So the count will be 1-2. Looks like there's some pitch comm issues between Ferrer and the catcher with Jacob Young. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Ferrer. Soto takes that one low. The count is 1-2. Well, Soto isn't going to go down easily.
Well, luckily the game's at 7:15 Eastern time, guys, so you're not going to miss anything. We still have about 13 minutes to go, so you can make a fast sandwich, go get your dinner, warm it up, and get going for the New York Yankees.
2-2 count here on Soto as he fouls another one away. He's battling.
We've been on exactly 3 hours.
And a long one. Here comes the 2-2. Soto takes that one low again. Count is 3-2. I mean, might as well just attack with your fastball. You're either getting a foul ball or swing and a miss, or he's going to put it in play somewhere. Might as well throw it over the strike zone. Here comes the 3-2. Soto swings and misses, and that will end the game. The Nationals take the rubber match of the series 9-3 as the Mets continue their struggles here. But overall, a good game for the Nationals, not a great game for the Mets. But we wish both teams good luck in the future, rest of this season.
Yep. Well, guys, I know that it's only 13 minutes from airtime. So just quickly say thank you so much for staying with us the whole route. We really appreciate it. Thank you to our sponsor, Paragon Sports, for sponsoring the game of the day. We really appreciate that, and more to come. And don't forget now, after you go to Ken, the Ugly Truths channel, come back here for the post game. It should be really cool, really good. And I'm really excited, especially if the Yankees win. I don't want to hear the Yankees losing, and we have to go through all of that again. So let's go Yankees. Thank you, everyone. Remember, on your way out, press the like button. It's real important to us. Subscribe for us. Very, 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 very important. And we thank you and love you all the time. So we will see you at the post-game show, everyone. Have fun. Let's go Yankees. God bless you all. God bless America. Stay healthy. Get some food. And go listen to Ken, the Ugly Truth, because he's going to call a really good game. Take care, everybody. See you around. I'm putting the link out for 10 o'clock. 10:15, because that's when I think the game is going to end. Take care, everybody.
Okay, one second.
Subscribe. Good night. See you later.
See you guys later.